Any adjournment request?
May I please your lordships, I beg to mention item number 15 of today's
Huh?
list. Item number 15 of today's list.
15.
The conducting counsel, Mr. N.J. Gogoi, he has had some medical emergency today. The conducting counsel, Mr. N.J. Gogoi, he has had some medical emergency today, so he couldn't be here today.
Miss
S. Dev.
S. Dev, Learned Counsel, appearing for Mr. N.J. Gogoi, Learned Legal Aid Counsel, but I have has submitted that Mr. Gogoi has some medical issue at home and has thus fit for listing of the case after the week. So, Ms. A. Begum, Learned Additional Public Prosecutor, who is in attendance, has submitted that. Considering the ground cited, the state has no objection to the prayer. Also, the prayer made on behalf of the amicus legal aid counsel, Learned Legal Aid Counsel, is allowed to list the case after 2 weeks on a date to list by the office.
May please your lordship. I beg to mention for listing of matters, lordship, one interlocutory application and one is the writ petition, lordship.
For what?
It's pertaining to bench foreigners matters, lordship. Since my colleague is there, so we cannot mention before the other bench.
Okay. When do you want?
Lordship, as for Monday or whenever convenient, Wednesday, as for lordship convenience, lordship.
Did you Wednesday one? Wednesday?
Wednesday. Did
Supplementary list for motion. Item number 18.
State Council. State Council. Okay, we'll take up after some time. After some time, let Mr. Nath come. Yes. Okay.
He has been in the holding center at,
Hmm?
he has been folded at the holding. The person, the lady has been folded by the, at holding center at 7th Assam Police Battalion, Saraikula, Ukurajan.
Hmm.
That is a one of, as per the central government notification, is a notification.
Which central government
There
notification?
is central government direction. And accordingly, some, in Assam, there are 3 holding centers.
Three, what is that name?
Holding centers.
Holding.
Yes, holding centers. And
Huh.
this is notified. 3 holding centers notified. One is there at Saraikula, Kukurajan, Assam.
Hmm. What
Yes.
kind of holding center and what kind of notification?
Well, central government has notified, there is a notification of the central government
No, what is notification?
that those who have been declared foreigner, or who are foreigners, madam, they will be-
Mike to substance.
those who are declared foreigners, madam. Can you hear yours?
That is the problem. I don't know about the mind system. I'm facing problem from day one.
Well, those who have been declared foreigners, man, and who are, they have been taken to this holding center for verification of some documents. If they are found it's okay, madam, then they will be sent back. So they are not detention, neither they are in detention nor they are custody. They are holding, they are for the timing, if necessary, madam, they may be returned back if after verification of documents it found that it's okay, they will be returned.
But what is the notification?
Notification is there, madam, to produce the central government. I did produce, but the central government notification is.
No, question is about the detention. And it is relatable to Article 21.
They are declared foreigners, says declared foreigner.
Right. But what is the procedure? If you have a notification,
The details notification is there, but that can be.
here, Mr. Payang, if I am correct, declared foreigner ex parte.
Yes,
A writ petition preferred, dismissed. SLP preferred, dismissed. Then, according to the petitioner, spent 2 years in detention camp, and in view of the judgment in the ordered in Supreme Court Legal Services Authority, after 2 years, allowed to
Automatically she was allowed to go.
allowed to go. Then thereafter, what is the procedure?
may submit your lordship,
Ah.
because these cases are, what happened, but these cases are going on in different courts. Now, in court number 6 also, the process cases are going on, similar methods, all these methods are. What is the procedure, my lord? Your lordship has referred this Supreme Court judgment, and this honorable, there is a judgment of this honorable court also for releasing this person. That was due to the, my lord, COVID period. During COVID period, my lord, when there was emergency situation, the honorable court, so apex court and this high court directs those persons who are awaiting for deportation.
Hmm.
The word your lordship will buy, awaiting for deportation, and were in custody in detention center. But due to this COVID period, they were released, who has completed 2 years. With the condition that they will appear in the station, police station, every week and give their appearance.
Okay. Do you have the order of the Supreme Court?
Yes, it is probably they have not annexed, my lord.
No.
See, I'm not very conversant with this
Yes.
foreigners issue. I
That was
don't
the-
sit in that bench.
Yes.
So I am not aware with
No,
all the
order is-
developments.
Order is general order, my lord.
Let me find out.
Not COVID,
Let me
but-
find out.
Yes.
Nobody is producing it
Hey,
unless I see with my own eyes.
I can produce, your lordship give me 10 minutes time, my lord. It's there in.
And what is it, this holding business? I don't know.
Holding.
So please apprise us.
Yes. There is
We have to see because we have to examine the issue vis-a-vis Article 21. Article 21 is not only citizen, it is a person.
Yes.
Whether he is a citizen or not a citizen, Article 21 is still applicable.
That is true, my lord.
That is why we want to see that what law, under what law this detention.
Yeah, but it's not clearly visible. For the time, your lordship. And this is a central government notification. This is from the. From second baseman.
এইটো প্ৰথম শুনিছো মই এতিয়া।
For verification of suitable, they will give you holding.
Yes, man. Which will find. Guideline for deportation. Next, please. Also will find it page number 5, man.
It is my. Yeah, what? Okay. 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 Evaluation. Evaluation.
Is there anything here,
What is it?
regarding, a person declared foreigners by the foreigners tribunal? Is there anything in this notification?
It's, you know, it also become please file of the notification. If the suspected Bangladeshi, in sense, or claim Indian citizen, Myanmar national claims Indian citizen and residents of.
No, I have read
Yes,
anything regarding
declared for.
foreigner declared by the foreigners tribunal.
But it is not exactly mentioned, my lord, suspected Bangladeshis in fact. In fact, these cases are in, they are, my lord, already declared. This is in fact suspected Bangladeshis and Myanmar. They have already been declared. There is no doubt.
Now, what is your instruction as on that where
As
the
of now, they are lodged in the, my lord, the,
lady has been detained?
yes, detained. In fact, they are not saying it is detained, but they are holding, they are in the my lord, holding center at brother for verification. If, my lord, it is found, she is the same lady who has declared for it. She may be deported also. So they are for verification, they are holding, they are in the Kukurajar holding center at Saraikula. That is my instruction.
So that part is one.
Yes,
The lady is in the holding
center at
center at
Kukurajar holding center.
Kokrajar Holding Center. At
Saraikula,
Kokrajar.
it is exactly at Saraikula, seven AP battalion.
Okay, this is one. Now, second part.
Second,
Now, whereabout is known now,
now it is clear.
right? As per his responsible statement, the lady with the child is in the holding center at Kokrajar under the jurisdiction of 7th AP Battalion. Okay, we can record it. Right, now the second part. At 3 stages, declared foreigner. 4th, detention came, release because of spending 2 years there. Now, what is the next legal recourse available to the lady?
In my humble,
Because the process of deportation is a natural consequence otherwise.
that is totally different thing that maybe it may take place in a different time between two governments.
That we don't know, but process of deportation is there. Now, question of about holding.
Yeah.
Right? Deportation is the end result.
Yeah.
Because all the legal remedies are finished.
Exhausted.
We have to take note of that also. All legal remedies are exhausted. Now, in between, the process, the end result is deportation. And first stage is declared foreigner, all legal remedies exhausted. Now, how to go about it during the interim period?
Yes. During this intermediate period, my lord,
Right.
they cannot rearrest that lady because she was already in detention camp. As per Honorable Supreme Court Court's order, she has been released. Now, there is only one way. She should be deported. Till deportation is made, she will be at her home or at the place when.
There is no home now. Only a person.
Yes.
Right.
Even then, she may stay wherever she likes.
That is too far fetched. That is too far fetched.
No, there are some certain conditions have been given by the Honorable Supreme Court that she will meet the police station. Some conditions are
Let
there.
the lady be there. You find, give us the proper, you file your affidavit,
Yes, I can tell you.
but don't.
No, exact,
Nonsense.
Exact definition, exact, not if in fact, my lord, I have to retain for publication. This written, so I can track well.
No, how, my lord, this holding center,
Other cases, my lord,
whether the.
Holding center.
What is the
at least,
legal entity of this holding center? That is a circular. By circular order of Supreme Court cannot be bypassed.
What?
Supreme Court has.
What was the Supreme Court order?
That after 2 years, he or she shall be released.
Let us see the order. Let us place the order, Supreme Court order.
So kindly take it. at
No,
2
I
years.
have only recorded whatever you have stated in the petition.
Yes.
And Mr. Mahmood, we are not very conversant with foreigners matter. I generally don't sit there. Don't sit what is going on, what is the
I have that
development.
order. That is
other
the problem.
cases,
So
my lord,
Lordship may
other
kindly
cases,
take up this at
other
2
cases,
PM.
my lord, numbers of cases. In other
Okay.
cases, they have been given visiting right to that press matter.
Okay,
If necessary, they can visit the press of
Okay.
that press matter.
show us
Yes.
order. If similar orders are there, then propriety and consistency demands. Which is already there. Then why this matter has come before this court? This
So that's
bench?
why, in fact, my submission was, my lord, all this matter have been, in fact, this case, my lord, which is.
Okay, we'll record
No,
your submission.
No, actually, I mentioned the matter in court number 6. Thereafter, registry said the habeas corpus petition shall be placed before court number 9. Then in that manner, the matter has come to your
Other
lordship.
matters are coming there, my lord, habeas corpus. in fact.
Okay.
So writ petition, criminal.
So I can
case,
record your submission. Then we can
Let
place
the
it
special
before
court-
that bench because there should be consistency
Yes.
also.
There is a special bench for, my lord, for any of it. Because
Let
let's
them
do-
file a.
We are dealing with only criminals, we are not dealing with foreigners.
Yes.
So husband and her son, etc., should be allowed to visit her.
Sure,
And-
sure, sure.
And I will produce the
Let
order.
me read it, let me read the order of the coordinated bench. This is first part of the order.
Yes.
Second part, visiting right.
It is there.
It no? It Look at this order. Hey. I think similar orders can be passed. In similar ways, it will be good.
Yes, it can be passed, but
Yes.
it is for the timing. only, for
About
the
timing, not the, we are not disposing of the matter.
Yes.
Heard Mr. M.U. Mahmood, learned counsel for the petitioner, L. Devi, learned central government counsel for the respondent number 1, Mr. J. Pying, learned standing counsel of Home and NRC for the respondent number 2, 3, and 5, who is for ECI, Mr. M. Islam, learned counsel representing Mr. A.I. Ali, learned standing counsel, Election Commission of India. For the respondent number 4, Mr. Nath is available. Miss M. Devi, learned counsel representing Mr. D. Nath, learned senior government advocate Assam for the respondent number 6 and 7. Full stop. The reasons for preferring the writ petition have been mentioned, in brief, in our previous order dated 11/6/2025. Full stop. And therefore, the same are not repeated herein. Full stop. It transpires that the petitioner's wife, Manikjan Begum, has exhausted the legal remedies before the foreigners tribunal, this court, and before the Honorable Supreme Court. And as on date, the status of the petitioner's wife, is a declared foreigner. Para. On the previous date of listing, this court had directed the learned counsel for the official respondents to apprise this court about whereabouts and whereabouts of the petitioner's wife, Manikjan Begum, and her 9 months old child. Full stop. Para. Mr. Payeng, learned standing counsel, Home and NRC, on the basis of instructions received by him, has submitted that the petitioner's wife, Manikjan Begum, and her 9 months old child, Moriam Begum, are presently in the
7th Assam Police Battalion at
are
Holding center.
are presently lodged in the holding center under 7th APBN, Sorai Kula, Kokrajhar. Full stop. Para. 4 লিখি দিব, 4 namely to petitioner নাম দিব, Mojibur Rahman, along with 2 other persons, visitation right, detained person, visitation right, Moriam, Manikjan, Aru Moriam. Five-2, having custody of Manikjan and Moriam. So 6 to ठीक है सर. Professor लिखो Mr. J. Payeng. Mr. Payeng, learn it. One the DSA ready to. One the roster DSA, one the publish sound. Mr. Learned Counsel for the official respondents have submitted that that similar matters are being listed. In division means that's Roman 2. Which are regularly taking up writ petitions within bracket foreigners matters. And this case, this writ petition may also be listed there. So stop. Yes, Mr. Mahmood, learned counsel for the petitioner, has submitted that this writ petition can also be listed before the same bench. First of having regard to the issue of the registry to examine the issue and thereafter list the matter before the appropriate bench, list the case on same date. We can do the 26/2025.
I may visit.
Sure. You and 2 other persons.
That is not recorded.
No, I have directed to copy exactly similar 4, 5, and 6 paragraph. I have directed to copy it.
But one thing, my lord,
Manikjan Begum and Moriam Begum, petitioner and 2 other persons from his family.
But
They are permitted to
Yes.
visit.
one thing, I have no objection to list the matter in court number 6. But it is a habeas corpus petition that is given to your lordship by the Honorable Chief Justice.
No,
Whether
I have,
that-
I have,
whether
I
that
have,
remains a legal question.
Mr. Mahmood, I have not said that list the case before that bench. I have said the registry to examine and list the case before the appropriate bench.
Oh, yes, madam. Then
Please
there is no problem.
mark my word. If it comes to me, I'll take up. But if similar matters are being taken up by that bench, maybe that bench has been given the roster also. I don't know.
There is a notification back.
Huh.
Probably due to this habeas corpus word, this is coming to. Otherwise, there is a notification, all those matter, which has been, where from where, where there is a, opinion of the tribunal, those has to be.
This is something different.
But-
Otherwise, NSA, PIT, NDPS, all are being taken up by this bench. But this is slightly different.
Because there is the opinion of the tribunal and.
Yes, then High Court, then Supreme Court.
Yes.
But there is still one remedy.
Sure,
That
you,
I have mentioned in my petition.
I don't know. What?
For the Khode, this Khode. no, some-
Try Khode
Yes,
Distillery,
that I will
try
do.
Khode Distillery.
Give one remedy.
Definitely try Khode Distillery.
Oh,
If road is not closed, please exhaust. But read Khode Distillery fully.
Okay.
Don't read one paragraph.
Yes, that is, as a whole should be taken for purpose.
As a whole.
All right. For the distillery, yes. that
Yes.
is the order. For the distillery, order, Supreme Court has given.
First paragraph to last paragraph.
All right.
Item number 19,
Same thing. First whereabouts then? Heard Mr. I.H. Soikia, learned counsel for the petitioner. Union of India, L. Devi. Oh, Mr. R.K. Dev Chaudhary, Deputy Solicitor General of India for the response number 1. Mr. J. Payeng, Home and Political.
Yes.
And NRC, standing counsel, huh? 2, 3, 4, 7, 8 also?
Eight also I can take.
And District Commissioner? Okay, M. Devi. Learned State Council as Junior Government Advocate. Okay, learned Panel Advocate. Government Panel Advocate for the response number 5. And Mr. M. Islam, learned Counsel representing Mr. A. I. Ali, Standing Counsel, Election Commission of India for the response number 6. Okay, the petitioner has instituted the instant writ petition under Article 226 of the Constitution of India seeking a writ in the nature of habeas corpus. The case of the petitioner is that the petitioner's mother, Mojira Khatun, was picked up from her own house on 24/5/2025. And since then, her whereabout is known, is not known to the petitioner, full stop, para. It has been stated that that a proceeding registered as FT case number FT para 2 আছে দেই in a proceeding before the Foreigners Tribunal number 5 fifth Gwalpara comma Mozira Begum was declared as a foreigner by an order dated 1/12/2018. Full stop. Then you prefer any repetition?
My lord, it has been stated by the petitioner, my lord, that they have approached the honorable court. That is also pending, but I could not
Okay.
find the number.
Or you don't know the number? It is further stated that where you stated?
My lord, paragraph 4, my lord.
The order stroke opinion of the Foreigners Tribunal has been challenged before this court. Full stop. Para. As it is contended that whereabout of the petitioner's mother, Mozira Khatun, is not known till date, the state respondent shall obtain instructions as regards her whereabout and place the instruction before this court on Adhikari.
Please, 13.
When? Today is Friday.
Please, 13.
When?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. এইটো লিখি দিব similar repetitions.
Can it be on Monday, my lord? Tuesday, I have some difficulty.
Monday will be difficult. Oh, Mr. Soikia, if it comes back to this court, 17, I don't know, something unsure. 18,
19, my lord.
okay, 19.
19. 17, I have some.
19.
my lord.
Because 17, I don't know.
17, 18, I have some difficulty, my lord. 18, 19.
That observation whether this matter will be placed before this.
Same observation like the earlier one.
Sir says, my lord, this is the.
No, I am ready to examine. Because Paying is saying similar matters are also listed there. He has shown orders. So that there should be consistency.
Daily list for admission. Item number 1.
by the judgment and order dated 15/2/2025, the accused appellant has been convicted for the offenses under section 363 and section 376 within bracket 3, of the Indian Penal Code, as well as under section 6, POXO Act. First of, in view of section 42 of the POXO Act, the accused appellant has been sentenced to undergo rigorous imprisonment for 20 years and to pay a fine of rupees 10,000, with default stipulation, under section 6 POXO Act. Full stop. He has also been sentenced to undergo rigorous imprisonment for 1 year and to pay a fine of rupees 2,000, with default stipulation, under section 363 IPC. Full stop. Both the sentences are ordered to run concurrently. Full stop. The criminal appeal is admitted for hearing. The case records of special POXO case number 51 of 2023 we call for. To represent the accused appellant in this appeal, we deem it proper, in the interest of justice, to appoint panel as a fellows. Fellows. What did you? What did you? C'est tout, solution আছে। R.D. Mazumdar from the panel of amicus curiae. First of, issue notice returnable in 4 weeks. As the steps for service of notice upon the practice that concern sound. Upon the victim stroke, guardian stroke, support person are to be taken in terms of the notification details and so on. The learned additional public prosecutor is to obtain a report as regards service of notice upon the victim guardian support person from the jurisdiction, from the officer in charge, Amguri Police Station, on or before the next date of listing. lists the case after 4 weeks. এই R.D. Majumdar তলত ঠিক লাগিল। The name of Ms. R.D. Majumdar, Lanet Amicus Curie, is to be reflected in the call list.
Item number 2,
বহুত সমস্যা এইবোৰ প্ৰথম দিনে চেষ্টা কৰে এইটো দিয়ক এতিয়া নাম কৈছে চেম হা এইটো খালি হেৰি নালাগে আৰু দেই ককচোন জাজমেণ্ট এণ্ড judgment and order dated 12/3/2025. Court of Learned Additional Session Judge, Dibrugarh. Sessions case number 109/2022. Oh, lady has already referred perhaps. I remember, Meena Kharia. Meena Kharia is very gas. Meena Kharia is same set of evidence perhaps. Same should be appointed, then judicial hearing time will be reduced.
Wherever there may be set up.
Two will argue 1 hour, 1 hour. If one argues 1 hour, Meena Kharia. চাই ল'ব Meena Khariaটো ঠিক কৰি দিব হা যদি একেজন মানুহকে এপইণ্ট কৰিলে হ'ল লাষ্ট উইকত আহিছে হা Meena Khariaটো চাই ল'লে এইটো সুৰেশ খৰিয়া হা চেম অৰ্ডাৰ খালি এমিকাছজন একেই হ'ব আৰু মনত পৰিছে কাক দিয়া হৈছিল মৃন্ময় দত্ত এইখিনি লিখিলে হ'ল খালি হা
item 3,
inform এইটো লিখি দিব দেই এই লাইনটো লিখি দিব item 3 এইটো কওক চেম জেইল হা R কৌশিক জেইল পক্সো এইটো 10/4/2025 Court of Learned Special Judge Pokso, Bishwanath at Bishwanath Sareli. Case number, special within bracket Pokso, case number 47/2022. Arising out of Bishwanath Sareli Police Station, case number 145/2022. By the judgment in order dated so and so, comma, the accused appellant has been convicted for the offenses under section 4 within bracket 2 and section 8 of the POCSO Act. For the offense under section 4 within bracket 2 of the POCSO Act, comma, the accused appellant has been sentenced to undergo rigorous imprisonment for 20 years. লিখিলে তো এরা পড়ল Mr. Kaushik, I have not understood the sentence. I am reading it. Provides for minimum. Huh? বুঝিনি। Maybe for- Rigorous imprisonment for 20 years, which may extend to imprisonment for life, comma, which shall mean imprisonment for the remainder of natural life. Which is the correct sentence? Sentence means sentence of imprisonment, 20 years. Which shall mean imprisonment for life. Which shall mean imprisonment for the remainder of the natural life of that person. 3 punishments.
Seems like the honorable court below wanted to give reminder for natural life.
Then why 20 years then?
Yes, ma'am.
It cannot be 20 years and remainder of the life.
Either one.
Has been sentenced as mentioned in paragraph 48 of the imperial judgment and order dated so and so. Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Rigorous imprisonment for 20 years and to pay a fine of rupees 15,000 with default stipulation. For the offense under section 8, comma, the accused appellant has been sentenced to undergo rigorous imprisonment for 5 years and to pay a fine of rupees 15,000 with default stipulation. Full stop. The sentences are ordered to run concurrently. Paikini eke. Pardon? M খাটুনি, ঠিক আছে? M খাটুনি, মিনময় খাটুনি।
Item number 4.
একটু লৈ যাওক, একটু লৈ যাওক। একটু লৈ যাওক। কি আৰু? Same,
Yeah, the name is not shown because I have got one by for donation and all.
okay. R.R. Kosik,
Because
judgment and order dated 21/12/2024. Court of Learned Additional Session Judge, Special Judge POCSO, Morigaon, in POCSO case number 124 of 2023, arising out of Mikilbheta Police Station case number 20 of 2023. By the judgment and order dated so and so, the accused appellant has been convicted under section 6 POCSO Act and he has been sentenced to undergo rigorous imprisonment for life, which means imprisonment for the remainder of his natural life, comma, and to pay a fine of rupees 20,000 with a default stipulation. The name of Mr. B.K. Sen, names, and Mr. A. Hussain. Mr. B.K. Sen, Learned Legal Aid Counsel, be reflected in the cause list. Is to be reflected in the cause list.
Item number 5.
Art, Mr. T.H. Hazarika, Learned Counsel for the
Accuse my
accused appellant and Mr. R.R. Kosik, Learned Additional Public Prosecutor for the respond number 1 state full stop. This criminal appeal under section 415 within bracket 2 Bharatiya Nagorik so BNSS 2023 is directed against a judgment and order
17/1/2025.
Ah, judgment dated 17/1/2025 and an order on sentence dated 20/01/2025 passed by the Court of Learned Special Judge Udalguri in special POXO case number 159 of 2024, arising out of
My lord, page number 74 of the judgment.
Masbat Police Station case number 30 of 2024, posted by the judgments and order. You are Mohidul Islam,
Mohidul Islam.
the accused appellant has been convicted for the offences under section 365, 376D, 323, 506.
My lord, there is a slight mistake in the cost settlement. There was
Okay, okay,
74 therefore, my lord. 5 years under 365.
okay, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1
Yes,
minute, 1 minute.
74 is the,
I sentenced. No, you have been convicted under which?
under section
Okay,
365.
section লিখিব 365 লিখিব,
For
section
5 years.
325 লিখিব,
Hmm.
506 লিখিব, and section 6 POXO Act.
Yes, my lord.
So for the offense under section 6 POXO Act, the accused appellant has been sentenced to undergo rigorous imprisonment for life and to pay a fine of rupees 20,000, with default stipulation. Full stop. For the other offenses, different terms of imprisonment,
Have been-
different terms of sentence have been imposed upon the accused appellant. Full stop. We have gone through the contents of the memorandum of appeal. The criminal appeal is admitted for hearing. The case records of so-and-so case number be called for. Issue notice returnable in 4 weeks as Mr. Kaushik, learned additional public prosecutor, has appeared and accepted notice on behalf of the respondent number 1, State of Assam. Issues the formal notice to the state respondent dispense with a copy, extra copy of the memo of appeal within 2 working days. The steps for service of notice upon the respondent number 2 as informant are to be taken in terms of the practice direction so-and-so. The learned additional public prosecutor is to obtain a report as regards service of notice upon the respondent number 2 as informant from the officer in charge, Masbat Police Station, by the next date of listing. Aye.
After receipt of answer.
Okay. Heard Mr. T.H. Hazarika, learned counsel for the applicant appellant, R.R. Kaushik. The instant application under section 432 BNSS is preferred, seeking suspension of execution of sentence passed against the applicant appellant and for his release on bail. The applicant as the appellant has preferred the accompanying criminal appeal number so-and-so against the judgment and so-and-so. So I can give you issue notice. The learned additional public prosecutor shall make endeavor to file its the objection on behalf of the state on or before the next steps for like this direction.
My lord, this was under 430. 430 of the BNS.
430.
Yes. Deeply obliged.
430 Union Bagger 2.
Yes. Deeply obliged.
Item 6 for orders.
Heard Mr. B. Sharma, learned counsel for the applicant appellant, and Ms. A. Begum, learned additional public prosecutor for the respondent number 1, State of Assam. Yes, service report.
Yes, the OC is also ringing me, Lordship, because
How much time?
transfer, Lordship, already you have sent the informant the notice, Lordship, they have received. But they told that they cannot appear before the court because their condition is very bad. Very bad. So, but formally in the notice, I am asking him to give him, send him once more. Lordship.
How much time? Ms. A. Begum, Ms. Begum, learned additional public prosecutor. Peruse the office notes dated 1/10/2024. Ms. Begum, learned additional public prosecutor, has sought for a week's time to obtain a report from the officer in charge as regards service of notice upon the respondent number 2. As report is the case after we complete.
Only my recommendation, the date kindly be.
No
fixed,
fixing.
Because the thing is, then Lordship.
Then list the case after 6 weeks.
No, Lordship.
Item seven.
You can
and
get a date in September.
No, Lordship.
You need it.
Because this person is, wife is all the.
Everybody.
Yes, yes, that I know.
You are not special.
Not special, correct, that is okay, yes. Okay.
7 and 8.
I mean, 8 manner,
Ah,
paper books are prepared. This matter is already been listed for hearing manner.
which one? 7
I mean, 8 manner.
will be applicable.
Yes, Lordship.
Arising out of the same judgment,
Yes, Lordship.
same witness.
Yes, Lordship.
When you collect the paperwork, then you press
Yes, Lordship.
yes. Have you filed objection? You'll go by that. Heard Mr.
Alim Sheikh Lordship.
A.
Alim Sheikh Lordship.
Alim Sheikh, learned counsel for the appellant in 7. Mr. P.K. Munir, learned counsel for the appellant in 8. Ms. A. Begum, learned additional public prosecutor for the respondent state. Mr. A. Das, learned counsel representing Mr. J. Das, learned legal aid counsel for the respondent number 2, and Ms. P. in 7. And Ms. P.B. Bordelot, learned legal aid counsel for the respondent number 2 in 8. First of Mr. Sikh, learned counsel, has submitted that the application, IA, criminal 550, 2024 is listed for consideration. So he has submitted that since the paper book has been made ready in criminal appeal 8. Arising out of and the criminal appeal 7 has arisen out of the same judgment, a paper book prepared for criminal appeal number 8, item 8, will serve the purpose also for the criminal appeal 7. A copy of the paper book may therefore be supplied to him. That will do. Also, office to furnish a copy of the paper book of criminal appeal jail number 89 of 2023 to the learned counsel for the appellant to the parties involved in criminal appeal number 293, 2023. You all collect. You are both respondent and appellant. The history to show the name of Ms. P.B. Bordelot, legal aid counsel, only in the respondent side.
Lordship, kindly date. may
Lays
be
the
fixed,
case.
Lordship.
Huh?
And date may be fixed. Lordship.
No date fixed. Lays the case after 2 weeks.
Yes, Lordship.
Item number 9.
Hey, please, Lordship.
Hey, Gayan,
Yes, madam. There is delay of 121 days, madam, in filing the appeal, madam.
POXO.
POXO, madam.
ये लिख दी A Gayan, learned
Legal aid counsel.
legal counsel
Yes, ma'am.
for the applicant appellant, Ms. S.H. Bora, learned additional public prosecutor for the opposite party, that's respondent number 1, State of Assam. The instant application under Section 5 of the Limitation Act 1963 is preferred, seeking condonation of delay of 121 days which has occurred in preferring the accompanying criminal appeal. Full stop. The accompanying criminal appeal under Section 4152 BNSS is preferred against the judgment and order dated 22/10/2024 passed by the Court of Learned Additional Session Judge cum Special Judge, POXO, Tinshukia in POXO case number 34 of 2017. Full stop. By the judgment and order dated so and so, the applicant has been has been convicted for the offense under Section 376 2F.
Yes, ma'am.
2F IPC, and he has been sentenced to undergo imprisonment for life and to pay a fine of rupees 10,000, with 3 false stipulation. First up, we have gone through the statements and affirmance made in the instant application, including paragraph, more particularly, paragraph number 3. Thereof, first up, after the judgment, after the delivery of the judgment and order on 22/10/2024, case papers were forwarded by the Guwahati High Court Legal Services Committee for legal assistance on 3/12/2024. Post of, as the legal aid counsel appointed had medical issues, the appeal could be prepared and filed on 21/4/2025. To stop. In the process, the delay of 120 days, 121 days have occurred. To stop. Para, by him, likhi dibo, POXO 2. S.H. Bora likhibo. After effecting service of notice, apunda so and so likhibo. Having regard to the statements and affirmance made in this application, we are of the considered view that the appellant has been able to make out a prima facie case showing sufficient cause for condonation of 121 days delay in preferring the accompanying appeal. Post of. Moreover, since the appellant has been sentenced to undergo imprisonment for life, interest of justice will be better served if the accompanying criminal appeal is heard on merit after condoning the period of delay. Full stop. The issuance of notice to the opposite party informant is dispensed with at this stage, as the opposite party informant will be heard when the accompanying criminal appeal is heard on merits, and if after effecting service of notice upon the opposite party does respondent number, opposite party does informant. The period of delay, the accordingly instant application seeking condonation of delay of 121 days is allowed. The registry to register the accompanying criminal appeal and thereafter to list the same for admission.
Item 11,
May I please your lordship?
Lordship, the I has been filed under section 5. of
You should be
the-
legal aid counsel,
119 days, it is a POCSO
19
matter.
days.
POCSO matter. Lord.
পক্সটো লিখি দিব। এটা লিখি দিব তাৰ মাজতে সেইটোৰ আগৰটো ঠাইত। Paragraph 5. After delivery of the judgment and order dated judgment dated 29/11/2024 and the order on sentence dated 3/12/2024, the case papers were forwarded by to the learned legal aid counsel by the Guwahati High Court Legal Services Committee on 7/3/2025. You filed it on?
Lordship, I filed it on 27/5/25.
In accompanying criminal appeal has been filed on date to call no 20 when call it
27/5/2025.
27/5/2025. In the process, the period of delay of 190 days have occurred. By Hineke.
Item number 12.
May I please have it? Lordship, there is a delay of 14 days in preparing the appeal. It's under 302.
পক্সো নহয় 302
302.
302 নোটিছ তো দিব নালাগে আৰু সেইটো যে ইনফৰমেট অফ হাৰ্ড কৰিব লাগে এইবোৰ নালাগে সেইটো লাইনটো নালাগে পেৰাগ্ৰাফ
Lordship, paragraph is in 5, Lordship.
5 এই পানিশমেন্ট লিখি দিব আৰু
Filed on 2/6/24.
ফাইল অন 26 next one.
Item 13.
Obligation.
May it please your Lordship. Lordship, this I has been filed for continuation of delay 25 days. Conviction under section 6 of POCSO Act.
25 days. Offense, POCSO. Page 9 note আছে, judgment order so. Paragraph. Our paragraph line. You are,
Appearing on behalf of Miss N. Chaudhary
your name,
and R. Sharma.
R. Sharma Likho,
And R. Sharma, Lordship.
representing Miss N. Chaudhary, Learned Legal Counsel. For the applicant, S.H. Bora, Learned Traditional Public Prosecutor for the opposite party. That's respondent state. Opposite party, respondent number, opposite party, that's respondent number 1, state of Assam. Judgment in order 26/12/2024. Special Judge, Court of Learned Special Judge, POCSO Tinsukia. POCSO case number 57/2019. Section 6 POCSO Act. Sentence.
Life imprisonment, Lordship.
Hmm? Imprisonment for life. Fine 20,000. Default stipulation. Allowed.
Item
Highly
14.
obliged.
May I please the Lordship? In this criminal appeal, my
TRS Sultana, legal aid counsel, applicant appellant. S.H. Bora.
130 days delay, my lord.
Learned additional public prosecutor for the opposite party, that's respondent 1, state of Assam. Hey, logo to us. Judgment and order
12, 11.
How much?
100.
130
Yes, ma'am.
days. Judgment and order 22/11/2024. Court of London Special Judge Bongaigaon. Special within bracket P case number 96 within bracket BGN of 2023. Conviction under section 6. Section 6 POCSO Act
20 years.
20 years
It's fine.
and fine 5,000. Default stipulation. Section 363 IPC. RI for 3 years, fine 3,000, default stipulation. Sentences to run concurrently. Statement and environments. Our sentence to the to work. Okay. This we have to consider view that accompanying criminal bill is to be heard on merits after conducting the period of delay. So issuance of notice is dispensed with so and so, so and so. It will be heard on merits. And the hearing of the appeal, so and so.
Supplementary list for hearing, item number 20.
Lordship. I'm very sorry to say, Lordship, the copy received by our office, Lordship, they have misplaced the copy. From yesterday onwards, we are having that, but we couldn't find it. So I have told them to take another copy from registry. And if still they start, then I go through the records. That I
Do you have any extra copy?
Yes, I have. Not extra copy, it's my own copy.
yeah. Like that.
Hello, hello. Yes.
Madam, as your lordship is aware that by the judgment, judgment fasting session case number 6
কুড়ি টাকা বডিটা
10.
হ্যাঁ ফাইলের উপর 20 টাকার বডিটা এইটু জাজমেন্ট আর যদি বিল নাম্বার এইটু জাজমেন্ট প্লাস ইউটিলাইজেশন এরপর 20 টাকা দিলেই হয়তো একটু সামনে Mania Munza. Also, it's a big deal. Oh. Team security. Team very good for the Sale comparable. The same set of usually Perry, like a Perry to say. People like this very good. Hello. Surviving person. 1 minute.
FIR page 3. 9th January 2008.
This is Dalima Dotto.
Yes, madam. Oh. She was a teacher.
Please read.
My lord. I have the honor to state that at about 2:30 PM today, the 9th day of January 2008, I came to learn over phone from the neighbors of my above-mentioned sister that certain incident had taken place at her house. Then I immediately went to the house of my sister, leaving my works in the office, and saw a crowd in the neighbors of my sister in front of the house of my sister. At that time, my elder sister Srimati Dalima was lying in a pool of blood in the veranda of her house, and I immediately took her to the Tinsukia Civil Hospital with the assistance of the neighbors. She was given preliminary treatment there and then referred to Brahmaputra Nursing Home, Dibrugarh for better treatment. I have already received information that my sister is no more. That with regard to the incident, I want to state that a maid, Arati, by name, had been doing Safai cleaning works from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. That is till my sister goes to school in the house of my sister for about 50 days. As per the version of the neighbors, they saw the said maid in the veranda of this house of my sister at the time of incident. So said maid Arati by name is suspected to be involved in the incident. Therefore, I do hereby earnestly request your good sir to investigate in the matter as early as possible. Arati is absconding, madam.
Let us see the charge sheet.
Yes, madam. Charge sheet at page 6.
No, charge sheet.
Charge sheet.
180.
180, madam.
What the IO says about
IOP, PW 27.
no.
Charge sheet.
Charge sheet.
Page 187, madam.
So at the time of charge sheet, all four were in custody.
Custody.
Then when
getting
this
bail.
Arati Tati and Ganesh Tati did the vanishing act
After getting the bail.
after getting
Bail.
after submission of charge sheet, they got bail.
Bail.
When? Any idea?
That is. not respected.
9 to 9. Okay. They got bail. Let us see the charge frame.
Page 6.
Oh, commitment order, 1 minute.
Commitment order is
Is
page 7.
committed to send a case. Okay, at that time, they were not there.
No.
At the time of commitment, they were not there. Charged, they were not there. What was the observation in that trial court judgment regarding them? The two accused who did the vanishing act.
It is there. Paragraph
Okay.
4, page 1.
Paragraph 4.
Could not be traced out during trial and as such against them.
Filed.
It was
Filed against them.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, out of this 30 witnesses, who are material witnesses according to you?
First of all, I would say the PW 27 with the IO
Hmm.
and the informant. Informant is not very important because nobody has seen
One.
PW 7,
PW7,
PW 9,
TD.
PW 20, PW 29. PW 9 is the
Is there any MK Bora among the witnesses? Dr. MK Bora? MK Bora. Why I'm asking you is page 178. Okay, let us go one by one from the very beginning, PW1. We have noted the important witnesses according to you. Charges 302, 34.
34.
448, 34.
Yes. Trespassing.
Okay. Let us read one by one.
Yes. PW 1. And that the younger brother of the
Dilip Punwar. Dilip Punwar.
brother-in-law.
Informant.
Hmm.
Informant. Then is he related?
Yes.
Also, elder sister of my wife, so
Yes.
brother.
Brother-in-law.
Read.
I know all the accused persons. This is Dalima Datta was the elder sister of my wife at about 2:30 p.m. on 9/1/2008. While I was discharging my duties with my office, several phone calls came to me informing that certain untoward event had taken place in the house of elder sister of my wife. I received the phone calls from the neighbors of elder sister of my wife, Sushanta Barua. Neighbor to elder sister of my wife told that certain untoward had happened to elder sister of my wife and as he asked me to go there. I immediately went to the place of occurrence and found elder sister of my wife.
Susanto is witness.
Sushanto,
Not a witness.
not a-
Okay. Huh.
Uh, At that time, elder sister of mine was alive but not able to speak. With the assistance of Jayanta Gogoi and Ajit Datta, elder sister of my wife, was put into my vehicle, and then I took her to Tinsukia Civil Hospital, and after preliminary treatment, she was taken Brahmaputra Nursing Home, Dibrugarh, Jayanta, and Ajit took her there. I heard that elder sister of my wife died on that day itself. Elder sister often used to stay alone in the house. She served in school. Brother-in-law, husband of the elder sister of my wife, stayed at Dunduma owing to his service there, and the children had been studying outside Assam. A maid, Aarti Tati, by name, used to serve in the house of the elder sister of my wife from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. On the day of occurrence, the elder sister of my wife brought fish, potato, etc. from market, and the said commodities were outside the house. At the time of occurrence, masons were working in the house of my elder sister of my wife, Mason Dinu Mahato, taking along his Jogali assistant Munia Munda, was plastering the wall outside the drawing room, even under such mayhem. About 100 people gathered in the house of the elder sister of my wife at that time. Police was already informed of the incident over phone. Police came to the place of occurrence. It seemed that the incident had taken place in the drawing room of elder sister of my wife. A blood-stained dao was lying inside the drawing room. Having seen the suspicious activities of the masons, such as working, climbing the saja, an extended vertical wall above the windows and roads to give shade and avoid rain transit, in a carefree mood, even under such mayhem, the persons gathering there, and I asked them about the incident. They said they knew nothing. Police took both of them away. Police brought dog, and dog sniffed the blood-stained dao and went to the house of Aarti Tati. Police recovered a blood-stained nightwear of female from the house of the Aarti Tati. I learned from police that nightie was washed. After sending elder sister of my wife to Dibrugarh, I lodged written adjourn with Tinsukia PS. Exhibit 1 is the said adjourn, and Exhibit 1-1 is my signature. Police says thou, a pair of photograph pieces of broken glass of showcase remaining in the drawing room from the house of the elder sister of my wife. Police also collect samples of blood stain from the wall of the bathroom of elder sister of my wife. Possibly the miscreants might have washed certain blood-stained materials in the bathroom. I would not be able to recognize the dao if I see. Material Exhibit 1 is the said dao. Material Exhibit 2 are the said pair of footwear seized by the police. I have recognized a hammer was also seized from the accused Binu Mahato. Material Exhibit is the said hammer. When police came and inspected the place of occurrence, trail footprints of blood was found on the floor, and the police obtained the footprint of Aarti Tati to compare with the trail footprint of the blood. Said footprints were videographed. Now the cross. Police examined me on the day of occurrence. I did not state the police that I received the phone call from Sushant Borua. I did not state about the sniffer dog as stated ever to police. There was houses of about 15 to 20 families nearby the house of the elder sister of my wife. House of Srimati Rebecca Das is on the right of the house of the elder sister of my wife. House of Srimati Kamini Borua is in the left. There is a road in front of the house of elder sister of my wife, and the house of Srimati Ranjita Pukal is apart the road. That road. House of Dr. Chamua is behind the house of the elder sister of my wife. The masons had been working in the house of the elder sister of my wife since 2 months prior to the incident. I don't know exactly how many persons had been working there. Elder sister of my wife used to go to school keeping the house under lock and key. We used to visit the house of elder sister of my wife almost every month. Elder sister of my wife used to cook food herself. The house of the elder sister of my wife is RCC 1 and there are boundary walls around the house and a gate in front of the house. The veranda is protected with grill. Elder sister of my wife was lying on the front veranda. The grill of the wooden door of the main house remained open when I reached there. There are 6 rooms, including the kitchen and drawing room in the house of the elder sister of my wife, and the bathroom is attached to the rear veranda. The windows to the other rooms remained open. I found Kamini Borua and Santanu Borua at the place of occurrence. They are her neighbors. House of Santanu Borua is behind and near the house of the elder sister of my wife. It is not a fact that I did not state to the police that I found elder sister of my wife lying on veranda. I did not state to police about the seizure of the hammer from Dinu Mahato. A contracted rickshaw puller used to take the elder sister of my wife to school and bring her back to house. The rickshaw puller was in the house of Arati Tati. Material Exhibit 1, 2, and 3 don't bear any signature of any person, including me. Usually, Material Exhibit is available in every household. It is not a fact that my police did not seize the materials I have mentioned. I myself wrote the Exhibit 1. At about 4 p.m. on the day of occurrence, I lost Exhibit 1 with police. It is not a fact that no mason, skilled labor, or jogali, unskilled labor, worked in the house of the elder sister of my wife on the day of occurrence. I don't know the house of Artipati and other persons working in the house of the elder sister of my wife. Magat, the PW2 is the brother of the victim, Rajit Datta. I'm reading from page 13. Deceased was my elder sister. I know the accused persons Binu Mahato used to do construction works and Mania Munda used to do works as Jogali in the house of my elder sister. The woman Aarti Tati by name has also been working in the house of my elder sister. Rickshaw puller Ganesh Tanti by name used to take elder sister to school and bring her back to the house. So far I have heard, Ganesh Tati and Aarti Tati are husband and wife in relation. On the day of occurrence on 9/1/2008, upon hearing over phone from my another sister Vijaya Datta Sonowal, while I was in office, that certain untoward incident had taken place in the house of my elder sister Danima Datta. I came to the place of occurrence and found my elder sister lying in a pool of blood in the front veranda of her house. My elder sister was alive at that time, and I took immediate arrangement to send her to hospital. A large number of people gathered there. I remembered that I had seen Santanu Borua and Mrs. Kamini Borua there. Though my elder sister was taken to Tushipia Civil Hospital and Ronokoto Nursing Home, Dibrugarh, she succumbed to the injuries there. I informed the police PS over phone about the incident, or whereupon police came and placed to the place of occurrence. When Rashmi Das, a neighbor of my elder sister, stated that she saw Aarti Tati in the veranda of the house of my elder sister during the day.
Rashmi Das was examined or not examined?
Rashmi Das. Rashmi Das is not examined.
Huh?
Not examined.
Not examined.
Not examined. Rashmi Das is not examined.
Not able, please.
Aarti Tati, I also went there. Police found a bloodstained 19 of my elder sister in the house of Aarti Tati. Police seized it. Aarti Tati used to work from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. in the house of my elder sister. Police apprehended Aarti Tati and interrogated her. Police seized a dao fitted with a handle and a dao without handle from the drawing room of elder sister. Police seized a pair of footwear also. I would be able to recognize the pair of Hawaii footwear as one of the footwear we had tearing towards the heel. The pair of footwear which had been shown to me, not the footwear which I had seen. Accused and Mania had been working in the house of my elder sister on the day of occurrence. I saw both of them amongst the persons gathered in the place of occurrence. Though the people asked them about the incident, they said they knew nothing. So both the accused were present. He says both the accused persons were present at that time. Now, cross-examination, police examined, interrogated, maybe some illegible. In the night of, on the day of occurrence, in the house of my elder sister, interrogation was done thereafter also. It is not a fact that I had not stated to police that I saw my elder sister lying on veranda. There are houses of about 10 families nearby the house of elder sister. House of a person with the surname of Das is situated in the right of the house of my elder sister. Jatin Bardale's house is situated in the left, and I don't know whose house is situated behind her house. There is a road in front of the house of my elder sister, and the house of Ranjita Baido is situated on the other side of the road. The house of my elder sister is an RCC 1. There are boundary walls around the house and a gate in front of the house. The front veranda is protected with grill. At the time of incident, elder sister was alone at the house. My elder sister used to keep the main door room under lock and key, and I heard that she used to leave the key of the front drawing room with the masons. It is not a fact that I had falsely stated that my elder sister used to leave the keys in front of the front room with the masons. The construction works above the slab of first floor had been going on for 6 months. My elder sister had no tenant. I did not say to police about going to the house of Aarti. I only replied to the question put to me. I did not say about the 2 doors of which I have mentioned today. It is not a fact that I have falsely stated that I saw accused Binu and Mania in the place of occurrence. It is not a fact that I have falsely stated that I saw the accused Binu at the place of occurrence. I did not ask Aarti anything. So in cross-examination also, he confirms that this Binu and Mania both were present at the place of occurrence. It is not a fact that I have falsely stated that I saw accused Binu and Mania at the place of occurrence. So he confirms that. Now PW3 is one of the neighbor. Should I read my note? Disease Dalima Datta was my neighbor. I know none of the accused persons. Seeing a gathering on the gateway of house of Dalima Datta, I went there and then entered the compound. And upon seeing a window to the drawing room of Dalima Datta open, I peeped through it, whereupon I found Dalima Datta lying in front of the door with bleeding injury on her person. I did not go too close to her. Later, the inmates of the house came and I left the place. Later on, I heard that though she was taken to Tinsukia Civil Hospital and therefrom to Dibrugarh Medical, she succumbed with the injuries. She said that Meshels had been working in her house. I found Rebecca Das and Santanu Gogo at the place of occurrence. It is not a fact that I have falsely stated that she had told that Meshels had been working at her house. PW4 is the daughter of the victim. Disease was my mother. I know accused Aarti Dati and Mania Munda. Mania used to work as a jugali, unskilled labor in our house, in the construction of house. And Aarti Dati used to do the household chores in the morning hours in our house. During my visit to the house in 2007, my mother introduced Mania to me. On 9/1/2008, that is the day of death of my mother, I was in Guwahati. Learning about the death of my mother, I came to the house on 10/1/2008. During that time, my father was alive and he had been at Dumduma. After my arrival, I found blood spills on the floor of the drawing room and the blood had dried up to some extent. Police apprehended Artitati, Mania and Nesson. A nightie of my mother was found in the house of Arti. During my stay in the house, police brought Arti Tapi to our house after 2 days of the incident, and Arti Das showed how the incident was committed, and police videographed her entire statement. Now, cross, it is not a fact that I have falsely stated that when I came to the house in 2007, my mother showed Mania to me. It is not a fact that I have also falsely stated the police had made a videography. PW5 is one retired doctor. He says nothing. I know none of the accused person named in the case. I know this is Dalima Dutta since earlier. I learned about her death from others after her death, and also heard that she used to reside a little away from our house. I heard others saying that certain Mason and Jogali had killed her. Cross was declined. PW6 is the brother of the deceased. I know the accused persons present in the dock today as the Mason and Jogali who worked in the house of my elder sister. I have knew maid Aarti by name who used to work in the house of my elder sister. Learning over phone that someone has cut my elder sister, I immediately went to the house of my elder sister. At that time, though a large number of people gathered, nobody went too close to my elder sister, thinking that somebody was still there inside the house. I saw my elder sister crossing with bleeding injury at the place connecting the veranda and the first room of the house of my elder sister. Then I went there and helped my elder sister, and I, along with my brother-in-law, Jayanto, lifted my elder sister, took her to Chikia Civil Hospital and went to Dibrugarh but she succumbed to the injuries after a while of reaching the hospital. My elder sister uttered nothing except water. I saw injury on the head, back, and many other parts of the body of my elder sister. Police came, saw the dead body, and obtained my signature on the sheet of paper. Exhibit 2 is the said paper. Exhibit 2(1) is my signature thereon. The police apprehended a woman, Arati by name, and she showed police how she, along with Nation and Jogali, had committed the incident. Now, cross, it is not a fact that Arti did not show how she, along with the Nation and Jogali, committed the incident. I found half of the body of my sister outside and other half of the body inside the first room that at doorway. My elder sister was clad in sari. I put my exhibit 2(1) signature in the PS. Now this is PW7 is little bit important. Sister, younger sister. This is Dalima was my elder sister. When I came to the house of my elder sister, hearing that certain untoward incident had taken place in the house of my elder sister, I saw accused Binu and Mania inside the house of my elder sister. I saw them on that day for the first time. As a neighbor of my elder sister, Shantanu Borua by name informed me over phone that someone had cut my elder sister. I came to the house of my elder sister about 3 p.m. My elder sister was taken to hospital. A large number of people gathered in the house of my elder sister. I saw the two accused persons on the slab of the house of my elder sister. A maid, Aarti by name, used to work in the house of my elder sister. One day, I saw her in the house of my elder sister. I heard that her husband used to pull rickshaw. Cross. Police questioned me. I did not say to police about seeing accused Binu and Mania on the slab of the house of my elder sister because it was not asked. The house of my elder sister is an RCC one. It is not a fact that I have falsely stated that I saw the accused duo on the slab of the house of the elder sister.
Yes.
That PWD 8 is also one of the sister of the disease. Disease Danimat was my elder sister. I saw the accused persons being apprehended by police in connection with the incident of death of my elder sister. On the day of occurrence, my colleague Kalyan Bora informed me that someone had hacked my elder sister, whereupon I immediately came to the house of my elder sister. A large number of her neighbors had gathered there. My elder sister was already taken to hospital. I went to Tinsukia Civil Hospital and saw my elder sister for a short while. My elder sister was taken to Dibrugarh there from, and she succumbed the injuries there. Came I came back to the house of my elder sister, and just at that time I saw police arresting the accused duo and putting them on a vehicle. On my coming back to the house of my elder sister Dalima, I saw that my another sister Vijaya had come to the house of elder sister Dalima. I didn't know where from the accused duo hailed. It is not a fact that I have falsely stated that I saw the accused person being arrested and put into the vehicle by police. PW9. It's a neighbor. This is Dalima's house is near ours. The incident took place on 9th of January 2008. I was in my house on the day of occurrence. At that time, nations were working in the house of Dalima. During the noon hours, the mason working her house drew our attention by shaking the lock of our gate and said, "By the elder sister of Kasi in this moment has fallen down." I came out of house and found a large number of people gathering in front of the house of Dalimi Dekko. I also went there and found the front door to the house of the Dalimi Datta closed. When I tried to open the door, I saw blood flowing through under the door, whereupon I asked the mason Binu Mahato by name, who went to inform us to bring crowbar, and accordingly he brought a crowbar and I opened the door by dealing blows with the crowbar, whereupon I found Dalini Baido lying in a pool of blood near the door. I saw cut injuries on her head, face, nose, and other parts of her body. She was alive then, and seeing us there, she tried to stand up and thus dragged herself to the veranda. When I asked her what happened and how, she replied, "I have been assaulted." She could not utter anything more. Once she said that she would drink water, but nobody dared to give her water. Supposing that Dakat was still inside the house, people gathered there, surrounded the house in the meanwhile. The brother-in-law of Baido and some other persons arrived there and decided to take her to her. In the meanwhile, Arati, the maid working in the house of the Dalina Doctor, was seen there, and when Arati was asked where from she had come out, she replied that she had come to see Baido. She had a bag in her hand. Later, we could not see in which direction Arati had left. Baido was taken to hospital, but she succumbed to the injuries Police brought dog to investigate the matter. A hammer and a dao were found inside the house of Baidu. Police went to the house of the maid working in the house of the Dalini Datta. The landlord of the maid said to police that after coming to the house, she washed clothes. Police seized clothes from her house. I put my signature on the seizure list. Police apprehended the maid. Her blood-stained footprints were found inside the house. She made statement to police. I have seen Mason Binu Mahato in the court today. Police apprehended Binu. At the time of incident, I did not know the names of the Masons, as I did not tell the names to police. I saw 4 or 5 Masons working in the house of Baido. Our house is situated on the right boundary of the house of Sivi. The house of a teacher with Borua surname, I do not know his name, is situated on the left boundary of the house of the deceased. There are houses of about 7 families nearby the house of the deceased. Police examined me on the day of occurrence itself. No house belonging to Dr. M.N. Borua is situated nearby the house of the deceased. It is not a fact that I did not state to police that Binu Mahato brought crowbar. It is not a fact that another mason brought the crowbar from the house of the family newly shifted to the place. On our arrival, we found the doors and windows of the house of the deceased closed. I did not state about dog of police to either other police personnel. I did not go to the house of Artidas. I did not state about the hammer and the dao to police, and police personnel themselves have found those materials. It is not a fact that neither accused Binu Mahato worked as a mason in the house of Baido, nor did he go to call us. This witness says that Binu Mahato brought a crowbar with which he has opened the door. PW10 is the son of the deceased.
Yes.
He was not present. Deceased Dalima Dattu was my mother. During the time of occurrence, I was studying in Chennai. Learning about the incident over phone, I, along with my younger sister, also studying in Chennai, came to the house and saw the dead body of my mother. Later on, I came to learn from my aunts that Binu Mahato and Arati working in our house together killed my mother. Arati Tati stated to police how she had killed my mother, and I was present at that time. She stated that my mother was killed by means of dao. When I came to the house before the incident, I saw Binoy Mahato in our house. Because police questioned me on 12/1/2008, I stated to police that Arti told us that she, in collaboration with Binoy Mahato, had hacked my mother with dao. It is not a fact that I did not tell about Binoy Mahato to police. It is not a fact that I have also stated that once, while visiting the house, I saw masons working in our house. It is not a fact that accused Binoy Mahato is not involved in the case. This is Binu Mahato. Binoy Mahato is not find any name. Binoy Mahato. PW11 is a sister of the deceased. Deceased was my elder sister. Learning that certain untoward incident was happened to my elder sister Dalima Dotto, I came to the house of my elder sister with my husband. Hearing that my elder sister was already taken to hospital, we went there. We too went there. Though my elder sister was taken to Digdigor also, she died on the day of occurrence itself on 9/1/2008. Police apprehended Arti Tati, the maid of the house of the elder sisters. Arti Tati narrated before us how she, in collaboration with Mason Binoy Mahato and Jogali Mania Munda, killed my elder sister. I saw cut injury on the head and face of my elder sister. My elder sister died 10 minutes after reaching Dibrugarh. In cross, she says, police questioned me in the police station. I have forgotten the date on which I was questioned. It is not a fact that I did not state to police that Binoy Mahato and Mania Munda had committed the incident. It is not a fact that I stated to police that I was told that Arkitati, who used to work in the elder sister's house, had killed my elder sister. It is not a fact that the accused Binoy and Mania are not involved in the case. And PW12 is one of the tenants of the accused. I do not know the accused person present in the dock. I did not did not know this is Dalima Dattu. I reside as a tenant in the house of Kamal Bhatta at Bhodaloi Nagar. About 3 years back, police came to my rented house searching for laborer Ganesh Tanti by name, residing as tenant under the same landlord. As the landlord was not available, police obtained my signature on a piece of paper as a proof of their visit. Wife of Ganesh Tati was available in the house. I don't know if police made search in their house and seized clothes. I don't know what is written in Exhibit 3. Exhibit 3 is my signature. 3-1 is my signature. Police questioned me. I did not see police seizing anything. Declared hostile. Then prosecution also cross-examined. It is not a fact that I stated to police that upon making a search in the house of Omen, police seized a yellow-colored sari, a blue-colored sweater, and a woolen chadar, suspecting all these clothes to be blood-stained, and I put my signature on the seizure list. Cross was declined by the defense. PW13 is also one of the tenant. I have been residing at Badulai Nagar as tenants in the house of Kamal Bhatta for about 3 years. At the time we heard that a woman of our neighborhood was murdered, police came to the house of laborer woman tenant of our landlord searching for the woman. Police made search in the house of the woman and seized shawl, sari, sweater, etc. A large number of people from the neighborhood gathered there. Police took the woman away. I don't know the name of the woman, but I would be able to recognize her if I see her. Police obtained my signature on a piece of paper. Exhibit C2 is my signature. Cross was declined. And PW14 is BDT organizer.
Please. Yes. We are at PW.
PW 14.
This.
He's a VDP organizer. During the Makbiu in the month of January 2008, calling me to Tinsukia PS, Shashidhar Pachani, the OC of the PS, showed a CD and told that photographer Mahanta had brought the CD of a murder case and then obtained my signature. I did not play the CD. Exhibit 4 is the scissor list of seizing the CD from Mahanta. I do not remember his full name. Exhibit 4 is my signature. I do not know whether material exhibit 1 is the said CD. It was said that the CD was made in connection with the murder of a female teacher of Vadalai Nagar. I do not, in cross he says, I know nothing about the incident. It is not a fact that no CD was shown to me. PW 15 is the brother's friend. This is Dalima Datta was the elder sister of my friend Ranjit Datta. Our house is about 1 kilometer away from that of mine. About 3 years back, hearing that Dalima Baido was murdered, I went to her house. Baido, elder sister of my friend, was already taken to Dibrugarh. On my arrival, I found that a large number of people and police had gathered there. Police found a pair of old rubber footwear and a dao in house of the Baido. Police collected samples from the bloody footprints found in the bathroom of Baido's house. Police went to the house of Aarti, the maid of Baido, situated near her house, Baido's house. Police seized blood-stained nightie from the house of the maid. Exhibit 5 is the scissor list and Exhibit 5-1 is my signature. Police seized footwear in my presence and prepared Exhibit C. The scissor list, Exhibit 6-1 is my signature. Exhibit 7 is the scissor list of seizing blood samples from the bathroom. Exhibit 8 is the scissor list whereby the dao was seized. Exhibit 7 and Exhibit 7-1 and Exhibit 8-1 are my signatures. I will be able to recognize the materials if I see them. Material Exhibit 1 is the footwear. I heard that police had apprehended the mason and the maid working in the house of the Baido for murdering her. During cross, he says, Exhibit 6 is photocopy. It is a scissor list through which the dao and the footwear was seized. I do not know if the pair of footwear bears any identification mark. Footwears like that material Exhibit 1 are available everywhere. I entered inside the house. I have forgotten how many rooms are there in the house of Baido. It is not a fact that I did not enter the house and the bathroom. I cannot say houses of how many families are situated in the neighborhood of Baido's house, but there are houses of several families. It is not a fact that the police did not seize anything in my presence. It is not a fact. Nothing was seized from the place of occurrence. PW 16 is one of the neighbor who went to see the victim. This is new. I knew. It should be I knew. This is Dalima Datta. There is a vacant plot in between her house and ours. About 1:30 p.m. on the day of occurrence in the month of January 2008, as Munda, a mason working in the house of Dalima Datta, came to our house and making sounds on the iron gate on the boundary of our house, shouted, "Please come, something has happened to Baido." I, along with my husband, came out of the house and went to the house of Dalima Datta. In the meantime, a large number of neighbors had gathered there. My husband tried to open the front door of the house of Dalima Datta, but the door was kept locked from inside. He could not open the door. As someone brought a crowbar, my husband opened the door by means of crowbar, whereupon the saw that Baido was lying in a pool of blood near the door. Baido shouted, "Lakshmi, please give me water." I did not see Baido. Having seen the blood, I came out in a run. I did not give water to Baido out of fear. In the meanwhile, the members of the family of Baido arrived and took her to a hospital. Police came and called me from my house. Police brought dog and dog caught the woman. Police questioned me. On the day of occurrence, after opening the door, I, along with my husband and other persons, saw the maid of the house of Baido in the corner of the veranda, clad in the nightie with a bag in her hand. When she was asked, "What are you doing here?" she asked what had happened to Baido and left the place. Left the place. After opening the door, when my husband asked Baido what happened, Baido replied, "I have been assaulted." My statement was recorded by police as well as magistrate in the court. Exhibit 9-1 and Exhibit 9-2 are my signatures on Exhibit 9 statement. At the time of occurrence, extension construction was going on the first floor and the house of the Baido. I saw the two accused persons present in the dock working as mason in the house of Baido. Later on, I heard that Baido breathed her last on the way when she was being taken to Dibrugarh. Now in cross, it says police questioned me in the afternoon. On the day of occurrence, I did not state to police that I saw the accused duo working in the house of Baido, as police did not ask me about it. There are houses of about 30 families within the neighborhood of the house of Baido. The window of the front room, drawing room of the house of Baido remained open. There was a door on the grill of the front veranda, and that door remained closed. I did not state to police about the dog brought by the police. I knew all the persons coming to the place of occurrence. I did not see Ranjita Fukan working in Tinsukia Women's College situated in front of the house of the deceased coming to the place of occurrence. It is not a fact that I have falsely deposed that I saw the accused duo working as a mason in the house of Baido. I did not state to police that the surname of the person who came to call us was Munda, but referred to him as Mistry Mason. So from our deposition also, it's clear that this Mania Munda has called her. The PW 17 is the secretary of BDP of Gunjan Market, the security guard. I am the secretary of VDP of Gunjan Market. One day when I visited PS on certain business of the VDP, police seized certain material in connection with the case and obtained my signature. Exhibit 10-1 is my signature on Exhibit 10. I don't know what material was seized. Cross was declined. PW 18 is one of the neighbor. He also says, "I do not know the accused do present here. I know this is Dalima Dattu. She was our neighbor of one afternoon after about 4 years back, when I was about to take meal after cooking food with my niece. All of a sudden, we heard a hue and cry on the road, whereupon we came out and saw the people on the road looking towards the house of Dalima Dattu. I did not go to the house of Dalima Dattu. Later on, I heard that someone had killed Dalima Dattu. Dalima Dattu was the headmistress of a school. Dalima Dattu had a maid in her house. I don't know her name of the maid. Police questioned me in connection with the incident. I have recollected the name of the maid in the house of Dalima Dattu to be Arati. I have also recollected that Arati's husband used to pull rickshaw and he used to take Dalima Dattu to school and bring her back to house. Cross was declined. 19 is also a neighbor. I do not know accused duo present in the dock today. I know this is Dalima Dattu. She is our neighbor. She was the headmistress of the school one day after 4 years back. I came to learn that there was a hue and cry in front of the house of Dalima Datta. I saw the hue and cry in front of the house of Dalima Datta. Then I made a phone call to Vijaya Datta, sister of deceased Dalima Datta, and informed her that certain incident had taken place in the house of her elder sister Dalima Datta and asked her to come there. Then Vijaya Datta informed that she was outside Tinsukia and she would inform the matter to other members of her family at Tinsukia. I then sent my brother to inform Aruna Datta, another sister of Dalima Datta. I did not go to the house of Dalima Datta at that time. Later on, I saw the door of the house of the Dalima Datta broken and Dalima Datta lying in the pool of blood. Dalima Datta then illegibly uttered something. I did not understand what Dalima Datta said. I have forgotten in which part of her body saw injury. Some masons were working in the house of Dalima Datta. I have forgotten whether the servant of the house was present in the house or not. A woman, Arati by name, used to work in the house of Dalima Datta, and the said woman earlier used to work in our house too. Later on, the members of the family of Dalima Datta arrived and took her to hospital. Police came, police brought down Exhibit 8 is the scissor list under objection 8.2 is my signature. Later on, I came to learn that Dalima Datta had died. During her cross, she says, I have forgotten where I put Exhibit 8.2, my signature. I cannot say whether any other person besides me had put signature on Exhibit 8. I cannot say whether the Exhibit 8 was written up or not while police took my signature on it. I have not seen the seized material in the court today. I cannot say why police obtained my signature in White Exhibit 8.2. I mentioned about the maid servant Arti working in the house of deceased in my statement to police. In the statement, I mentioned that while working in our house earlier, Arti had stolen certain small household materials. I did not see the incident myself. PW 20 is
Yes.
a businessman and he's one of the vital witness. May I just read? I know accused duo present in the dock today. Binu Mahato was a mason and Mania Munda was a Jugali. Construction was going on the house of Dalima Datta. Dalima Datta was the elder sister of my wife, Malavika Datta Gogoi. Dalima Datta was a teacher. Dalima Datta had a minor maid servant, Arati Tati by name. Arati Tati husband used to take Dalima Datta to school and bring her back on her rickshaw. I don't know his name. At about 2:30 p.m. on a day in the month of January 2008, while I was in my house, a person, Kalyan Gogoi by name, informed me that someone has cut Dalima Datta, whereupon I came to the house of Dalima Datta in a haste and found Dalima Datta lying on a pool of blood, unable to speak. I informed Dilip Sonowal and bringing his card, I took Dalima Datta to Tinsukia Hospital. In that hospital, Dr. Mridul Gogoi suggested to take Dalima Datta to Dibrugarh Hospital as her condition was serious. While taking Dalima Datta to Tinsukia Civil Hospital, Dilip Sonowal and Ajit Datta accompanied me. I took Dalima Datta to Brahmaputra Nursing Home for better treatment by an ambulance. Uchata Datta, Ajit Datta, and I went to Dibrugarh. Dalima Datta breathed her last after about 10 minutes of reaching Brahmaputra Hospital. The inquest was held on the body of Dalima Datta and post-mortem examination was also done. Exhibit 2 is the inquest report and Exhibit 2.2 is my signature. Dalima Datta was not in a position to speak while being taken to Dibrugarh by ambulance. Police seized dao, rod, etc. and also seized sari, nightie and old clothes from the house of Arati Tati. Exhibit 5 is the scissor list and Exhibit 5.2 is my signature. I saw injury on the back side of head, forehead, above the nose, below the arms and hand of Dalima Datta. I came to learn from Arati when she stated before me that she kept Dalima Datta holding and accused Binu Mahato inflicted the cuts to her. It was not told why she was cut. This is very important, Lalmana. I came to learn from Arti when she stated before me that she kept Dalima Datta holding and the accused Binu Mahato inflicted the cuts to her. It was not told why she was cut. Now,
PW? PW?
PW 20. Now in cross, he says, I have forgotten when police took my signature. I have forgotten now where police took my signature by exhibit 5-2. Later on says, probably I put my signature in the police station. Besides me, Dilip Sonowal also put his signature on exhibit 5. I came to learn while my signature was obtained that my signature was obtained as the accused persons were taken to police station. Exhibit 5 was a written up paper, but I have forgotten what was written on it. I have not seen the materials in the court today. I have forgotten when I put my exhibit 2 to signature as it is a long time past. I did not go through the contents of exhibit 2 while my exhibit 2 to signature was obtained. It is not a fact that it is, in fact, that it is a false. I put my signature on exhibit 2 and that any material was seized. It is not a fact that it is false that accused duo had been working as mason and jogali in the house of Dalima Datta. It is not a fact that I did not state to police that I saw injury on the forehead, backside of the head, below the arms and hands of the Dalima Datta. It is not a fact that my statement that maid servant Arati had confessed that she along with Binu Mahato had cut Dalima Datta is a false. So there was a suggestion was given to. It is not a fact that the statement that at the time of incident, construction was going on in the house of Dalima Datta is false. There are houses of about 30 families in the neighborhood of the house of Dalima Datta. This is Dalima Datta had been residing in the place of occurrence since last 10 years prior to her death. I cannot say whether the main gate of the house of Dalima Datta was open at the time or not. I saw about 100 persons gathering at the place of occurrence when I reached there. I do not know Advocate Nabha Fukan. I do not know Sri Amarjit Bardolai, Bolu Niyok, Sinoti ... Niyok. It is not a fact that as the deceased was the elder sister of my wife, I have adduced false evidence for her sake. PW 21 is also one of the neighbor, Jutika Shekya. I knew this is the Dalima Datta, a woman Arati by name had been working in her house. As our neighbor, we know the maid working in her house. At about 2 to 3 p.m., on the day of death of Dalima Datta, hearing a hue and cry in her house, I came out and saw a large number of people gathering there. From the versions of the persons gathered there, I could learn that someone had killed Dalima Datta inside the house. Police came, police apprehended a woman, Arati by name. Police also apprehended a mason. After some days of apprehending the mason and Arati, police brought them to the house of Dalima Datta. Arati gave a demonstration as to how Dalima Datta was killed. This is important, Malak. The mason was present at that time. Police recorded the entire incident of narration and demonstration of Arati Datta in videograph. At that time, a large number of people, including almost the neighbors, were present there. Today, the mason is present in the court. Now, in cross, there are houses of two families in between the house of the deceased and that of mine. House of Ranjit Fukan is much closer to the house of the deceased. There are houses of about 20 families nearby and the house of Dalima Datta. Police did not arrive by the time I came to house of Dalima Datta from my house. I did not notice whether the doors and windows of the house of the Baido remained open or closed. There are boundary walls around the house of Baido and grill in front of the house, and the grill always remained closed. It is not a fact that I have falsely deposed that Arati had given a demonstration as to how the incident was committed. It is not a fact that Arati did not tell about the other two accused persons. It is not a fact that accused person present here on in the dock today was not the mason. It is not a fact that we suspected that Aarti had cut Dalima Datta. I did not say the names of the persons present in the place of occurrence to police. It is not a fact that I did not go to the place of occurrence. Further cross, it is not a fact that no video recording was done in my presence. Now PW 22 is a constable who has done the videograph. Since 2007, I have been serving as constable in Tinsukia PS. In connection with the death of female teacher at development, I accompanied the OC of the place of occurrence. Sniffer dog was taken to the place of occurrence. Dog entered the house of the Artitati, a maid working in the house of the deceased. A bloodstained yellow-colored sari, a shawl, a sweater was found in the house of the woman. The officer in charge, Sri Shashidhar Chaudhary, seized the materials in presence of witnesses and prepared scissor list. I put my signature on the scissor list. The woman Aarti Tati by name showed the materials. Exhibit 3 is the photocopy of the scissor list and Exhibit 3 is my signature. The woman Aarti narrated how the entire incident was committed and a video recording was made thereof. The officer in charge seized the CD of the said video. Exhibit 4 is the scissor list of the scissor of the said CD and Exhibit 4(2) is my signature. In cross, he said, I put my signature, put my Exhibit 4(2) signature at the place of scissor at development. I do not know from whom the CD was seized. I do not know what has been written in Exhibit 4. I put Exhibit 3(3) in my signature while I was in the house of Aarti Tati. I have not seen the material seized, though Exhibit 3(3) in the court today. Through Exhibit 3(3) in the court today. At the time of putting my signature on Exhibit 3, it was written up paper, but I did not go through the contents. It is not a fact that no material was seized in the way I have deposed. It is not a fact that I have falsely stated that Aarti Tati gave a demonstration as to how the entire incident was committed and that a videograph thereof was made. Now PW2 is the medical officer. 23. On 9/1/2008, I was working at Civil Hospital Tinsukia as medical and health officer once. On the day at about 3 p.m., I examined Dalimi Datta, wife of Lakeshwar Datta of Vajranagar, Tinsukia, in connection with Tinsukia PS case number so-and-so 448-302 IPC. The patient was brought and identified by Jayanto Gogoi and Ajit Datta. The patient was brought in great condition. On examination, I found the following injuries. One sharp cut of size 15 centimeter into 2 centimeter into bone depth over right cheek. One sharp cut injury of size of 4 centimeter, 2 centimeter into bone depth over nose. One sharp cut injury of size 6 centimeter into 1 centimeter in muscle depth over right parietal region of scalp. The sharp cut injury of size 7 centimeter into 1 centimeter over right parietal region of scalp. One sharp cut injury on size 6 centimeter into 1 centimeter muscle depth over right forearm. One sharp cut injury in size 4 centimeter into 1 centimeter muscle depth over left forearm. One sharp cut of size 3 centimeter into 1 centimeter muscle depth over left forearm. One sharp cut injury of size 5 centimeter into 1 centimeter into muscle depth over right forearm. Injury numbers 1 and 2 are grievous in nature and injury number 3 to 8 are simple in nature. All the injuries are caused by sharp cutting object and the age of the injuries is 0 to 1 hour. Stitching done at place of wounds, IV fluids given for correction and shock. Necessary medication administered. Opinion: the patient was in shock due to hemorrhage and referred to Assam Medical College for necessary arrangement and treatment after preliminary treatment. Exhibit 11 is the medical examination report. and 11-1 is my signature. I put my signature on 11 on 10-1-2008. In cross says, we used to maintain medical legal register. There is no endorsement in Exhibit 11 that the entries of Exhibit 11 have been extracted from the medical legal register. Sharp cutting object means any object with sharp edge. Exhibit 11 does not bear any endorsement that the injured was examined by me on police requisition. PW 24 is one Mr. Constable, PSO of officer in charge. At the time of occurrence of about 4 years back, while serving as a PSO with Mr. Pachani, the officer in charge of Tinsukia PS, I accompanied the officer in charge in duty to development, Tinsukia. In connection with the murder of a woman and accused in the murder case was also taken along. She said accused woman produced the sari, a shawl, a sweater from the her house situated at development locality, whereupon Pachani sir seized that, prepared paper and obtained my signature thereon. Exhibit 3 is the signature list. Exhibit 3-4 is my signature. I put the exhibit 3-4 my signature at the police station. I have forgotten who besides me had put signature on the paper. The paper was in written up one. I saw the seized materials. I have not seen the seized material in court. Now PW 25 is the photographer of CID. I do not know the accused persons. I have been serving as photographer in CID. On the day in the month of January 2008, I have forgotten the exact date. Under the instruction of the OC, I went to development Badaloi Nagar, Tinsukia, to take photographs in the investigation in connection with death of female teacher. During that time and presently too, I have been serving at Tinsukia. I did videograph of the investigation process. I did both audio and visual recording. A male and female person were apprehended. On my arrival at the place of occurrence, I came to learn that the woman had been serving as maid and the male person had been working as mason in the house of the said female teacher. The woman confessed. This is very important. The woman confessed that she had committed the incident. The woman showed blood-stained cloths in her dwelling house. Said woman came to this house of deceased and confessed to have committed the incident. Kindly mark this motion, madam. I have forgotten what she had shown in the house of deceased. After recording the videograph, I immediately came to the PS, prepared CD and inserted the CD into a plastic packet meant for keeping CDs. I closed the opening of the seed packet. The officer in charge and I put signature on the CD. Inserting the CD into another envelope, I closed it. The envelope and the packet containing the CD is opened in the court. Material Exhibit 4 is the said CD and Exhibit 4 is my signature. The OC sees the CD. Exhibit 4 is the seizure list and Exhibit 4-3 is my signature. In cross, he says, I put Exhibit 4-3 my signature at Tinsukia Police Station. The officer in charge of PS prepared the Exhibit 4. The investigating officer recorded my statement. I gave the requisition letter, which the officer in charge issued to me, requiring me to do videograph and investigating officer. It is not a fact that I was not issued any requisition. There is no mention of audio video in Exhibit 4, but audio remains wherever videography is done. The video recorder was not seized. I do not know Bhadrakanta Barsaikia. In the other witness in Exhibit 4, Priyadhar Henrik, another witness in the police constable. It is not a fact that I have no authority to do videography in connection with the case, and that the material Exhibit 4 is not a validly prepared exhibit, prepared CD. PW 26 is from FSL. On 10/1/2008, I was working as demonstrator in the Department of Forensic Medicine at AMCH Dibrugarh. On the day at about 12:30 p.m., I performed postmortem examination on the dead body of Dalini Datta for 45 years.
1950, he had one assumption, a system or? Yes.
Female in connection with Barbary POP number so-and-so dated 10/1/2008. The dead body was brought and identified. Dilip Lohar and Ajit Datta, relative of the deceased. On examination, I found the following. External appearance, female, dead body of average build, fair complexion, covered with white cloth, wearing one blouse, one sari, one petticoat, eyes and mouth closed, body cold on touch. Rigor mortis present all over the body. Anus, vagina healthy, body looks pale, old, blood stain present all over the body, on wearing cloths at places. Injuries. Same. Injuries earlier, it was 8 number of injuries. Now here we find 11 number injuries.
Yes.
Now I'm skipping that number. 10 ml of blood collected in NAF vial from heart and 2 pieces of dry blood, watch pieces packed and sealed and handed over to Ranjit Kakoti, SI of Tinsukia PS for further investigation. Now his opinion. In my opinion, death was due to coma resulting from injuries on the head. All the injuries were antemortem and caused by sharp cutting heavy weapon, except injury number 10 and 11 due to blunt force impact and homicidal in nature. Approximate time since death was 12 to 24 hours. Injury 1 is individually sufficient to cause death of a person in normal course. Material exhibit 1 thou showed to me is such type of weapon from which injury number 1 to 9 can be caused. Material exhibit 3 shown to me is a hammer, and injury number 10 and 11 can be caused by said material exhibit 3. Exhibit 12 is the post-mortem examination report, and exhibit 12.1 is my signature. Exhibit 12.2 is the signature of Dr. A.J. Patwari, who was the assistant professor in charge of Department of Forensic Medicine, who concurred with my report. In cross, he says, the columns of printed format of exhibit 12 are filled by my own hand. It is not a fact that the injuries detected on the dead body cannot be caused by material exhibit 1 and 3 shown to me. Now, PW 27. IO. This is a long one. On 9/1/2008, I was officer in charge of the Tinsukia PS. On that day, about 2:45 p.m., I received a telephonic information from N.K. Barua that one lady near the house of Advocate N. Balkakoti was lying injured, being assaulted by some person in her house. On receipt of the information, I made a GD entry number so-and-so, and I, along with SI Ranjit Kakoti, PS Constable Wahidullah, started for the place of occurrence. I reached the house of Lakeshwar Datta, and there I came to know that the wife of Lakeshwar Datta, named Dalini Datta, was attacked by someone with a dao in her house, and she was lying injured, and subsequently she was taken to Tinsukia Civil Hospital in a Maruti car, and from there she was taken to AMCH Dibrugarh for treatment. Thereafter, I telephoned with the OC of Dibrugarh PS and informed him that one injured person was being taken to AMCH. On entry of the house, I found that clothes of the room were smeared with various blood stains. I also noticed 6 numbers of footsteps, stained with blood in the tiles floor of the room. The footsteps led inside the corridor. The footsteps were found in the bedroom of Dalini Datta. I also noticed a broken flower pot in the drawing room and also found a mechi dao stained with blood and hairs. I also noticed a bag filled with fish and potatoes in a tool. I immediately summoned the police photographer who took the photographs. I also had a requisition for bringing sniffer dog from Dibrugarh. I also requested for sending a fingerprint expert. The scene of the occurrence was left undisturbed till the arrival of sniffer dog. In the meantime, I got the information that Dalina Datta succumbed to her injuries at Brahmaputra Hospital, Dibrugarh. I examined the witnesses present in the PO. Thereafter, Sri Lakeshwar Datta, husband of the deceased, also came to PO and I examined him. In the meantime, the sniffer dog arrived at around 6 p.m. The sniffer dog was made to sniff the PO and thereafter dog led to us to house of Srimati Arati Tanti. Arati Tanti was found in her house. She was brought to the police station. Thereafter, I seized one dao having blood stain and hairs. The dao was 20-inch long with the wooden handle. The exhibit 13 is the photocopy of the said scissor memos. Exhibit 13.1 is my signature. I also seized a pair of Hawaii chappal from the PO. Right, exhibit 6. Exhibit 6.2 is my signature. I also collected bath sample found on the sides of the bathroom by the exhibit 7 and 7.2 of my signature. I also seized one iron hammer with bamboo butt from the roof of the house by exhibit 8 and exhibit 8.3 is my signature. I also interrogated the witnesses of the seizure. I also prepared a sketch map of the PO on 9/1/2008. Exhibit 14 is the sketch map.
Yes.
Exhibit 14 is the sketch map and exhibit 14.1 is my signature. The inquest was done on the dead body of the Dalini by the police personnel of Barbari under Dibrugarh PS, which was later on collected by me. Exhibit 2 is the said inquest report. During investigation, I had seized one yellow colored sari and one woolen shawl from the position of one Kamala Bhetta, where Arati Tati was residing. Exhibit 3 is the scissor memo under objection. Exhibit 3.4 is my signature. I also seized the CD of the photography done by the police photographer at the PO. Exhibit 4 is the scissor memo and exhibit 4.4 is my signature. I also seized one flower painting nightie belonging to the deceased from the house of accused Arti Tati. The nightie had some blood stain on it. Exhibit 5 is the scissor list under objection and exhibit 5.3 is my signature. I also seized one light blue half sporting without collar having some blood stains on it from the position of the accused Binu Mahato. Exhibit 10 is the scissor list. Under objection is the signature of the signature. In the meantime, Philip Sonowal lost a formal ledger on 9/1/2008 by the exhibit 1. On receipt of the said ledger, I registered Tinsukia PS case number 2508 under section 448/02 IPC and myself took up the investigation. Exhibit 1-2 is my signature with the endorsement. I also arrested Binu Mahato, Mania Munda, and Ganesh Tanti in this case on 11/1/2008 and forwarded them to the court. I had forwarded the witness Srimati Radhika Das to the court for recording statement under section 162 CRPC, which was duly recorded by the court. I also collected the medical report. I'm sorry. Recorded by the court. I also collected the medical report of Dalini Datta from Tinsukia Civil Hospital, right, exhibit 11. I have received a report from Junior Scientific Officer, Serology Department of FSL Guwahati in respect of sample of blood stain. Exhibit 15 is the said report. The said report gave positive results of human blood in respect of the blood stains found upon MR number so and so. Said report also gave negative test in respect of MR number 9 and 16. I have also received a report from fingerprint expert from the Bureau of CID Assam. Exhibit 16 is the report. As per this report, footprint is a blood clotted left footprint, and this footprint is also similar to that of the left footprint of Srimati Arati Tati. It was also indicated that report that in the person was wearing socks at that time. Exhibit 17 is a certified copy of GT and so on. So this is Tinsukia PS. Exhibit 17(1) is my signature and endorsement certified to be true copy. Material exhibit 1 is the Tao material exhibit marked as MR number 0408, which was seized by exhibit 13. Material exhibit 3 is the hammer marked as MR 06 of 08, which was seized by exhibit 8. Material exhibit 2 is the pair of chappals marked as MR number 7 of 08, which was seized by exhibit 6. Material exhibit 5 is the collarless sporting marked as MR5 of 08, which was seized by the exhibit 5. Material exhibit 6 is some broken pieces of glass which were seized by the exhibit 13. Material exhibit 4 is the city marked as MR number 30908, which was seized by exhibit 4. Upon collecting PM report and completion of the investigation, I submitted charge sheet by exhibit 18 and 18(1) is by signature. Now, his cross is a lengthy one. At the time of drawing sketch map, the case was not yet registered. The house of the deceased was facing eastwards. There is a road in front of the house of the deceased, but it is not mentioned in the sketch map as to what kind of road that was. I have not mentioned in the sketch map as to whether the house of the deceased was an RCC one or an Assam type. The adjacent houses of that of the deceased were houses of Sri Tumen Borua, Sri Ramanuj Bhattacharya, Sri Sriman Das, Sri Shantanu Borua, Rohini Sharma, and Jatin Bhadralu. The houses of these persons are located in the same line as that of the deceased. It is not a fact that the houses of these persons are not located in the same line as that of the deceased. I have not examined the distance of the houses in the sketch map. It is not mentioned in the sketch map regarding the number of the rooms of the house deceased. The veranda of the house of the deceased was surrounded by iron grills. Apart from the one door of the grill, there was one door inside. According to the statements made by the witnesses, the dead body of the deceased was inside, and the door was locked. I have not mentioned in my investigation whether there was a lock in the door or not. As per the sketch map, the toilet of the house of the deceased was located separately from the main house. It is not mentioned in the sketch map regarding number of rooms in the house of the deceased. When I reached the PO in the evening, I found about 50-60 persons assembled there. I have not examined the persons namely Ramanuj Bhattacharya, Tumen Borua, Rohini Sharma, and Jatin Bhadralu, about whose houses I mentioned in the sketch map. According to Exhibit 14, Ramanuj Bhattacharya and Tumen Borua are the adjacent neighbors of the deceased. The PO is the drawing room of the house of the deceased. I have not mentioned in my sketch map the details of the furniture found in the drawing room of the deceased of the house of the deceased. Further across, I have not taken molds of the footprints found in the place of occurrence. The position of the dead body is as indicated on the sketch map was done so on the basis of statements of the witnesses. It is not a fact that the statements of the witnesses did not mention about the position of the dead body found in the place of occurrence. The dhow shown by me in the sketch map was lying in the drawing room of the house. The dhow has been mentioned as Mechi dhow in my investigation. The Mechi dhow has a structure which is wide in the front portion and narrow towards the backside. When I reached the place of occurrence, I found the door lock of the house broken. The door had a latch from inside, but when I reached the place of occurrence, that latch was broken. I have not mentioned anything regarding the lock in my investigation. The fingerprints were taken from the door and the CID personnel by the CID personnel. The fingerprints were also taken from the dhow and also from the hand impressions found in the wall by the CID personnel. This is not a fact that fingerprints were not taken from the door, dhow, and the wall. The CID personnel also took fingerprints of all the accused person. It is not a fact that the person did not take any fingerprints as there were no requisition from the same, for the same. In the sketch map exhibit 14, it is the item law in one is one bag. However, it has not been mentioned as to whether the said bag was of disease Nalini Datta. It is not a fact that I have prepared the sketch map without properly inspecting the place of occurrence. The house of Simon Das is located near the place of occurrence, and I have indicated the same in the sketch map. However, I have not made any investigation as to a posterior distance between the house of the place of occurrence. There is a bamboo ladder going to the first floor. Furthermore, there is one storeroom and cement godown on the backside of the house at the disease. I have not mentioned in my investigation as to what was found inside the storeroom and cement godown. I have not mentioned in the sketch map in the diary regarding the distance from the house of Santanu Borua and that of the deceased. In Exhibit 14, though I have mentioned the names of several persons living in that locality, but I, upon going to their houses, did not find any one of them. When I reached the place of occurrence, Simandas, Vivekadas, and a few persons were already inside the house. The place around the area where the deceased was lying is an injured condition was smeared with blood stain. I have not examined the feet of the persons who had gone inside the house to determine as to whether their feet had blood stain. The blood groups of the deceased and the accused are not mentioned in my investigation. It is not a fact that Exhibit 14 was not prepared by me at the place of occurrence. I do not know as to whether the house of Advocate C. Navakumar Fukan is located near the place of occurrence. I do not investigate regarding the same. I have not mentioned anything regarding Dr. N.K. Borua in my investigation. Although I obtained initial information about the case from Dr. N.K. Borua, but I did not examine him during my investigation. I know late Advocate Ellen Borkatoki. My investigation does not indicate the distance between the house of the deceased and the house of Advocate Ellen Borkatoki. I had visited the house of Advocate Ellen Borkatoki. It is not a fact that I did not get initial information from regarding the incident from one Dr. N.K. Borua. This N.K. Borua was never examined. I have not examined Sri Ranjit Kakoti. I recorded the statement of the husband of disease on the next day of the incident at around 9:45 a.m. in his house itself. He is expired now. I also recorded the statement of Sri Pampi Datta, daughter of the disease. I also examined a few relatives of the disease. Some of them are Dilip Sonowar, Rajit Datta, Srimati Vijaya Datta, Ajit Datta, Aruna Datta, and Miss Sona Sonowar. Further cross, the name of the accused, Binu Mahato and Mania Munda, do not figure in the Ejahar. When I searched the house of the deceased, the doors and the window were open. It is not a fact that I
Yes, one adverse circumstance, one bloodstained Ganji.
yes, I have noticed.
Yes.
No.
And as per the forensic report, it contains human blood.
Human.
So what do you say about this circumstance?
Well, let me first finish just 2 pages of the IOS cross-examination, page 78. The names of Binu Mahato and Mania Munda do not figure in the agra. When I reached the house of the deceased, the doors and one window were open. It is not a fact that I have not properly inspected the place of occurrence. I had stated in my chief that upon entering the room with the deceased, I saw various clothes smeared with blood stain. The said room was a drawing room of the house of the deceased. These clothes were clothes of sofa sets in the drawing room, but during investigation, I have received those clothes in the house. I also saw a trail of blood stains from the drawing room going all the way to the bathroom. I have found footsteps in the drawing room, but I do not remember as to how many footsteps were found. Now, this is important. It is not a fact that footsteps are not tallied with some person. Apart from sending the blood stains, footsteps, and hairs to the FSL for examination, no DNA testing was done on this. I also found on the drawing room on a tool a bag filled with fish and potatoes. The same has been indicated in the sketch map as having been found in the drawing room. This is not a fact that this bag filled with fish and potatoes was not found in the drawing room. There is no mention in my case diary regarding the arrival of sniffer dog. The sniffer dog sniffed only the place of occurrence and no other person at the place of occurrence. I seized one dog with blood stain and hairs from the place of occurrence. It is not a fact that did not seize anything from the place of occurrence. I took fingerprints on footprints of the arrested accused, except that Ganesh Taddi. I did not ascertain the blood group of the accused, but I took blood groups of the deceased. The taking of fingerprints, footprints from the place of occurrence and weapon of assault were entrusted to CID. The personnel of CID has been shown as witnesses in the case. It is not a fact that the taking the fingerprints, footprints from the place of occurrence and weapon of assault were not entrusted to CID, and the personnel CID have been shown in the witness in this case. One bamboo ladder was found going to first group of house of the deceased, but I have not seen the same. When I entered, I did not find any other person. This is not found. Not a fact that I found any person inside the house of the deceased. I do not recognize the name of Lava Fukan advocate. I do not remember SI Ranjit Kakoti as a witness of this case. Immediately after incident, the deceased was taken to civil hospital in Suki, and after reaching the place of occurrence, I did not go to civil hospital to record the statement of disease. The house of Advocate C. Alan Barkataki would be about half a kilometer from the house of the deceased. I visited the house of Aarti Tati led by the sniffer dog, and along with me, Constable Mohidullah and Priyadhar Andrik went to the house of Aarti Tati, and I have shown this person as witnesses in the case. Though it is not in my record, I found about 50-60 persons near the place of occurrence. Though I recovered a yellow sari woolen shawl from the house of Kamala Bhatta when Aarti Tati was residing. However, I have not made Kamala Bhatta either a Caesar witness or general witness in this case. And the rest of the cross-examination are not very relevant.
Yes.
I'm just looking for that, whether that was a material exhibited, that T-shirt, colorless T-shirt.
Our report is there.
If it is there, 150. Exhibit 10.
Exhibit 10 Caesar list.
Yes, madam. But I could not find whether this T-shirt was sent to the FSL.
Yes, yes, yes. You have not found. Okay. Page
74,
174, 6, 174,
170.
174. And you see the serial number 4, exhibit, that is their number 02301. Then turn to next page. Exhibit 02301. Which one? Original phone log. Original phone log.
Exhibit
Original to log. Miss হয়ে গেছে।
174. It is.
Oh, LCR is not there.
Possible.
What is the right side? 2301 4D. Oh, 4D. Pretty ball, Let's see.
PN
Exhibit number 3. That's right side to 9. It's
D to negative.
yeah.
04D.
D যদি হয় নেগেটিভ হয়
Negative.
যদি হয় নেগেটিভ হয় Right side to 9, কিন্তু এই পা আন্দাজটা কৰিব পাৰি।
It's negative.
আন্দাজটা কৰিব পাৰি। যে এইটো দিয়ে হ'ব। 230 দিয়ে হ'ব। If it is D, then it is
Negative. So the blood stained t-shirt, it's negative.
negative. Then who else were exhibited? Or deposed? PW
PW
28 also. 29.
28 is ASI,
29, 30.
dog instructor,
Now,
30
CW.
dog instructor. And 29 is niece. Her deposition is also important. She says that Aarti confessed in her presence. Page 84.
Everybody is saying, everybody, whoever wants, everybody is saying.
Nobody was present.
Every Aarti has been saying everywhere in public with a mic.
And there is no confession and statement recorded.
No?
There is no confession and statement recorded in this case.
Too many times have spoiled the thing. Aarti. Everywhere he is being.
My dog had taken, went to the hard house.
Skipper dog went.
If I dog.
Where did he go? Skipper dog.
Artist place.
Artist place.
Who say? Who say? Ayo.
Ayo.
Which part? Which part of the Ayo?
Page number 73, Lordship.
73.
Last part.
Last part.
73 last part. Sniffer dog arrived at Sniffer made sniff. Thereafter dog went to the so-and-so. But the dog master said else. The dog master, who was the master of the dog, he did not say so. Let us see his dog master.
Page 86. Page 86.
Page 86. He did not say so. Read.
There is a sniffer dog squad in DEF Dibrugarh, and at that time I was working as a dog master of sniffer dog at CID at DEF Dibrugarh. I came with one sniffer dog at Tinsukia PS, and someone from Tinsukia PS took me to the house of the deceased at Bardoli Nagar. In one room, I saw a pool of blood, and then the dog was led to smell all those things. Thereafter, the dog led us to a house in between 1 to 1.5 kilometers. There we found one hammer which was seized by the police. I have forgotten the name of the owner of the house. A seizure list was prepared by police and I put my signature there.
Let us see exhibit seizure list, exhibit 8.
Exhibit
page.
8. 153, man. 153.
153.
Iron hammer.
Iron hammer. See the cross then. See the cross.
Yes. Police examined me on the same day. I have not filed any document to show that I am a dog master. I have forgotten the name of additional SP of Dibrugarh at that time. Constable Satyan and one Kakoti, whose name I have forgotten, had accompanied me to Tinsukia with a sniffer dog. The area of pool of blood was searched by the sniffer dog. It is not a fact that the sniffer dog led us to the house at appropriately and found one hammer. I did not say before police that I found the hammer.
Hmm.
There was no one in the
Hmm.
house of
Hmm.
Kapratoli.
So
The
this
hammer was-
story, IO story is belied by the dog master.
In fact,
The
sometimes
sleeper dog did not go to Aruti's house. Maybe dog master is saying, "But no one in the house. Only hammer was recovered at the instance of that sniffer dog." IO says, and everybody says, everybody accompanied the sniffer dog. Who's that?
in fact, my lord, if your lordship take up 153, page 153.
Huh.
This one, no?
Who else was with him? Prasanta Gogoi, Santanu Borua. Let us see again Santanu Borua and Prasanta Gogoi. Santanu Borua is PW 19. Perhaps, if I remember
19,
correctly. 19. And who is this man? Prasanta Gogoi?
Jayanta Gogoi.
Prasanta. Prasanta. PW 15. Let us once again see. And Dogmaster is PW
Dogmaster 20, Dogmaster is 30.
30.
30.
Let us see PW 19.
Santanu Borua.
Hmm. Because everybody saw Santanu Borua, PW 1, 2, 3 at the place of occurrence.
Yes. I do not know accused duo present in the talk today. I know this is Shalini Dutta. She was our neighbor. She was
Ah, Broad dog. Seizure list. He is there. Police brought dog. Exhibit 8 is the seizure list.
yes.
Exhibit 8.2 is my signature.
Yes, ma'am.
Then I have forgotten where I put exhibit 8.2 signature.
Yes.
I cannot say whether any person beside me had put my signature. Doubtful. I cannot say whether exhibit 4 was written up or not while police took my signature or not. I have not seen the seized material in court today. I cannot say why police obtained my signature in exhibit 2. Then let us see the other one, PW 19. PW 19. Oh, PW 15. 15.
Santo Dutta.
No, 15. Page 153. There are 3 witnesses. Seizure.
Yes.
Santanu we have read. Now Prashanto, PW 15.
Page 43, my lord.
Page
43.
43. Whether he has gone with the dog or not.
It doesn't say.
Or my signature.
Hmm.
Exhibit 8 is a seizure list whereby Dow was seized. What is the exhibit? Hammer.
Well, there is a contradiction. If
Ah.
your lordship take to page 153, there is a seizure list. Hammer was recovered from the house of Dalini Datta. And that dogmaster says dog is led to the hammer.
It is in the disease house only,
Yes.
right?
Right.
And iron hammer. And this man says Dow,
Now,
right? But he did not identify the material exhibit. Right. And somebody says hammer was somewhere,
Just 1.5 kilometer away
no,
from
no,
the.
no. I have read somewhere. I have read that hammer was meant for this mystery and Rugali. It is somewhere up. Somebody was saying
Yes,
it is somewhere up. Where is that ladder? The story everywhere is different.
oh,
There was ladder also.
yes,
Now so many witnesses. So I have read somewhere. This hammer was
bamboo ladder was there, bamboo
one
ladder.
ladder was there which was not seized. Oh, that hammer. What the IO said about the hammer? Exhibit 8, right? Exhibit 8.
Father, there is one photo,
Which part?
page number 76, where the IOF said about the leather last time.
Where he identified exhibit 8.
Page 74, last part one.
74, last
Last,
part.
last. Oh, actually,
Material exhibit 3, which was seized by White so and so. Did he explain about exhibit 8? Hmm? See, only this is seized by and seized in the house. Dog master said dog took them to 1.5 kilometers. There in an abandoned house, the hammer was found by the dog. Then PW 15 and PW 19, they gave their signature. One says Dal, other says he is failing in his memory.
That date also,
Huh?
date of occurrence, there's a long gap. There is huge discrepancy for that reason also, because he was examined on 21st day of July 2014. And the incident was of, it is,
Failing memory to
9/1/2008.
failing memory, they have the power. PP has the duty to refresh from the case there, is it not?
That's it.
So what, for what purpose the consultation is made before 10:30, madam? Then if that is taken, then yesterday's case, where the witness was examined after 25 years. So these exaggerations are his own making then, those witnesses. If you make that submission, then in other case yesterday, which we have allowed, the witness was examined after 25 years. What do you say then? That submission will not be acceptable. No, I have seen the hammer somewhere.
My lord, in cross of IO, page 80, second paragraph. Page 80, second paragraph, from the top.
Page 80, second paragraph. Yes.
Exhibit 8 was prepared in the house of the deceased
See,
person.
I have read somewhere
one iron hammer was seized from the roof of the house.
I have read, that is why I have said.
I have not
So
mentioned.
this hammer recovery is very doubtful. See, from the roof of the house, because he is trying to connect the crime with these two also. This hammer has been indicated towards these two, Mystery and Jogali. That is why he said the one iron hammer was seized, that is Exhibit 8, from the roof of the house. Right. But that is why it was cross-examined on the fact that it is not a fact that Exhibit 8 is not a genuine document. And this is really a doubtful document.
Even the
Because three seizure witnesses are not consistent. IO is also not consistent. And there is involvement of sniffer dog.
sniffer dog instructor also says something else.
He said in a abandoned house. IO found it on the roof of the house. That is why he mentioned about the leather. And because Saja, where these two persons were working, otherwise for a mason it is a natural tool.
Means
Lordship, the opinion of the
Is it a
doctor-
blood stain? Whether it was sent for forensic?
The hammer.
Find out.
But Lordship, one thing is also there, Lordship, that all the injuries were anti-venom caused by sharp cutting weapons.
No,
The death,
10 and 11, see 10 and 11. What the autopsy doctor says.
but of the.
No,
Lordship,
madam, I have to see everything. Let us see the autopsy doctor. No, let us see the autopsy doctor.
based on-
Ah, see, page number 72.
opinion,
Material exhibit 3 shown to me is a hammer.
Lordship,
And injury number 10 and 11 can be caused by the said material exhibit 3. Right?
Lordship.
Now one hammer has been
Seized.
seized. They are trying to connect.
Lordship,
And IO tried to connect
that-
from the roof.
Lordship,
Right? But his story has been belied by this dog master.
Lordship. Take a look.
That is why we are testing this. And hammer is a natural tool for a mason or a jugali.
Is there?
So we are examining that aspect of the matter.
Otherwise, Lordship, that.
I am trying to connect the dots, whether dots are connected or not connected. Whether for this man,
Find out.
yes, parity applies or not apply. We have to examine that. Right? And who had gone actually to PW9 and PW16? Which one of them? PW9 and 16 are husband and wife.
yes,
They mean that one house.
they
And
say
who had gone? To
Binu Mahato at
Binu.
Binu Mahato.
You.
Yes,
Okay. It was Binu.
yes. Page 29. Page 30. Even he took the crowbar.
Binu.
Yes.
Binu is crowbar. Yes, Binu is crowbar. And Binu page 16. Oh, sorry, PW 16. Did she mention
Mm,
Binu?
no,
Huh? Maybe she may not be aware also about your name. Binu.
She's Rebecca Das.
Rebecca, yes, wife of Simon.
Yes,
Facebook.
wife of Simon.
Hmm.
He has not named.
Maybe,
He says someone brought the crowbar.
huh. But her husband was specific,
Yes.
155. Oh, isn't it nice? Original record. Everything would have been clear because 164 statement, Rebecca Lakshmi, she mentions about Binoy. I think it would be Binu.
This should be Binu.
Binu. We don't have the LCR, PCR. Then her statement regarding knocking at the gate. If Binoy is Binu, then it appears to be okay.
It's mentioned as Binu.
Then you to contact to contact this. And he's a Jogali or Mason.
He's the Mason.
Mason. Mason. Mason. So Dao was from inside the house.
My lord, may I just interrupt, my lord? Page 158. This is the list. From number 3, from where Caesar? From the position of Sri Binu Mahato, alias
Oh, good. Elias. So Binu is Binoy.
Binoy.
Yes, madam, his conduct is not consistent with conduct of ordinary conduct of an accused. As of date, at this point of time. His conduct, because 164 statement, it was recorded. The lady's, Rebecca's statement was recorded when? 17th day. Binoy. She said. Husband said before court, Binu. And gate knocking was done. Crowbar was
Given by him.
given by him. Door was locked. They were outside. Mason and helper. That Ganji sporting negative, showing negative of bloodstain. Right, forensic. These are the factors which are going in favor of Binu. And Arati was saying everywhere, she has dramatized the version also before everyone in the Sardha ceremony, everywhere. Everybody, all relatives had witnessed the dramatization of the incident and Arati. And Arati everywhere had implicated Mason and helper. Nowhere her husband. Everywhere she implicated these two. But why had her husband had gone missing? They too had gone missing.
Both the husband and wife.
But everywhere, in every drama or recreation of the scene in the formal, everywhere Arati implicated either of these two or both or something like that. They're relatives. And these relatives are not that they are bordering on reaching the category of interested witness. Related, right? But they are almost reaching towards the category of interested witnesses. At least investigation was done. Made efforts, right? But something has gone favor, something has gone against these two.
House also consisted of two doors.
Huh?
So, in the IO statement, that's page number 75,
Mm.
the veranda in the cross partnership,
Mm.
third page, the veranda of the house of the deceased was surrounded by iron grills. Apart from one door of the grills, there was one door inside.
He
According
did not check. He did not check whether it was locked or not. By the time he had reached already, the front door has been unlocked. Somebody said that they did not enter inside because of dacoit, apprehension. It was at 2:30 PM daytime. And this doctor says it is immediately before that. If you read the 1 hour, 0 to 1 hour.
Stage was the first doctor.
First doctor
PW
at civil hospital.
PW 23.
So hammer is everything is not fitting into the brain. We have to reconcile so many 30 witnesses. We'll make another call because my sleep sister is to rise, proceed.
Otherwise, from this evidences we have read out, it is clear that Mania Munda and Binu Mahato were on the same footing, on the same set of evidence. Little bit here and
Yes,
there.
madam.
In fact, Binu Mahato,
Person Binu Mahato and they were also present in the CBI.
Present. Now, see the trial court judgment. See the trial court judgment. You also go through, but see the trial court judgment paragraph, page 133. These are the circumstances according to the trial court conclusively established. 1, no doubt. 2, no doubt. 3, no doubt. Now 4. That is Mania Munda. No doubt. But Mania admitted it is true that I are working. But Binu said it is not true. in the examination under 313, Venus, Mania said, it is, yes, it is true, whether you are working or not. But Vinu said it is not true. But when one particular question came, he said it is false. Right? Now, 5. Now 6. This is 106. Evidence Act. So 6 will come. I think yes. Para 43.
Yes. It will be listed.
He said rule of evidence in section 106 would come in. And coordinate Vance said, since the prosecution has failed to establish the circumstances, so 106 would not come in. And he has no obligation to offer any plausible explanation or explanation to the situation, because he can keep his silence. If everything is established, then his silence would be additional link, or his false explanation would be an additional link. But Courier Bench says 106 stage did not arrive.
As they were working.
No, 1 to 5 admitted.
That I have to see, because as they were present, it is the truth that they were working as a machine. Then they would have seen lots who have entered a house. Because it is a daytime lot. So they can, anybody entering a house,
That is,
they have simply asked for the cowbird, the PW, saying that Baido have fallen.
no. Two things. Firstly, this man had gone to the neighbor, and this Simon was the immediate neighbor, what I could gather. And Simon and wife Rebecca, they were having lunch. It is lunchtime, 2:30. And he made knock at the gate. Then came out, both of them. They went there. They broke open. On all other witnesses came later on, all these relatives. And somebody may hear, because two situations, knocking the door and staying at the place of occurrence and assisting PW9 to break open the door. And other witnesses also saw them there in the premises. Somebody had also saw that at the saja, that is exaggeration. This is too much of an exaggeration. PW1. He started commenting also. Is it not?
Yes.
Carefree mood, working, climbing the saja. These are, he started using adjective also. He is not authorized to speak about carefree mood and all.
Page number 9. At the time of occurrence, persons were working in the house of the elder sister.
Working.
They were
No, working, but see, page 10. Having seen the suspicious activities of the Masons, his opinion, such as walking, climbing the saja, in a carefree mood, even under such mayhem. Is this not an exaggeration? This witness is to be thrown out. Adding all the spices. Okay, you read, we'll take up on Monday, because so many things are there, I have to dictate here. Otherwise, I cannot. You have to be present. Monday we'll take up. You prepare yourself. Some things are in their favor.
Something else.
May not be.
Is that they were.
If two hypotheses.
So they
Huh.
reject. As they were working, somebody enters the room, also, they would have seen. And they, during a hue and cry inside a house, for which they have informed the neighbor that Fido have fallen down also. They have seen, usually.
That is missing.
That is
That is
missing.
missing because
They have not explained. That
what?
That 313. That what had
No,
happened.
that position has come or not. That is a question division bench, coordinate bench has observed. Because you have the duty to find out whether there is any distinction. Otherwise, you have to respect the judgment of the court's bench, and we have to go by that unless the law of parity is not applicable. We will also think it over to connect the dots and not to connect the dots. Heart. Wait for Learned Amicus Curie with Mr. N. Hassan, Learned Counsel for the appellant. Ms. A. Begum, and additional public prosecutor, is to make submissions on Monday. This is the case on Monday. Monday. Pardon? Pardon? Amen. Amen. Oh, you are heading it up. Was it 16, 17? Anybody is? Yeah. No, we are not taking up. No need to call your senior. Yes, Mr. Goswami, you are there.
For 16 minutes.
Huh? Huh? You are for whom? Yes, what 2024. What is the subject matter?
Actually,
Subject matter, not actually, subject matter. It will can wait after vacation. Land compensation is not higher than life and liberty of persons. After vacation. The Goswami Learned Central Government Council for the Union of India in 16. And for the respondent in 17.
Yes.
For the respondent in 17.
Yes.
Is present. Close to. Who is for the petitioner? Yes, Ms. Das. You are there. Huh?
Union of India.
Oh, you are, Mr. Dasgupta is also Union of India?
Yes.
Okay. The Learned counsel for the respondent in 16 and for the petitioner in 17. They are not there. Is not, is. Yes, madam. What do you say?
Lordship, my senior is out of station, Lordship.
Miss
Jay Bezura.
J.
Bezura.
Bezbura, learned counsel.
Lordship, kindly fix the matter before vacation, Lordship.
Not possible.
Lordship, 2012 matter, Lordship.
Which one is 12?
Uh,
I have not seen any 2012.
Lordship, actually, it is, first of all, filed as a writ petition, then it is converted into RFA. Then, Lordship, that RFA, subsequently is 2025, converted to Hill Appeal, Lordship. So actually, originally it was filed in 2012, Lordship.
If after vacation.
And Lordship, kindly a date may be fixed.
After vacation, we are fixing immediately after vacation. Who is your senior?
Lordship, DC card has
Has submitted that in these cases, Mr. DC Kat Hazarika is leading her. And Mr. Hazarika is out of station on personal ground. Release the cases immediately. On a date immediately after the ensuing summer vacation. On a date to be expired. Oh,